Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 Spring Finals here down at Ace Axe Throwing in Homestead, Pennsylvania. My name is Colby Jane Cobb Hirschberger. I'm joined today on the desk by Jeff Dice Mosier. Dice, I'm super excited for this league. We've got so many wonderful throwers that are going to be coming up today. What are you excited to see?
I'm excited because over half the throwers here of the 20 or 19 that we have are over the average of 70, which is something ridiculous you do not see in this type of competition. It is beyond competitive how much we are about to witness. I'm looking forward to Connexicon and a lot of the other throwers here. It's going to be a fun time. Daddy's been shooting up the ranks a lot as well.
And I was going to say, for reference, the highest score that you can get in one of these games is 81, correct?
Yes.
So the fact that so many people, I believe over half of the league are throwing over 70s, we have a ton of talent here in this pool today. And it's going to be exciting to see them go head-to-head, especially this middle of the bracket that we're looking at here.
I am really looking forward to a little bit later off into the playoffs. We have a couple of the lower ranks coming in first, obviously, but that middle is going to be a come down to big axe every time. I can almost predict it's going to be big axe throws every time in overtime.
Absolutely, and I don't want to count anybody out of the tournament yet, but I can say there is one man to beat today, and that is Connexicon, kind of like you had mentioned earlier. Connexicon is averaging over 80 points per game. Considering that the most you can get is 81, an average of 80 seems nigh unbeatable.
It is impossible, and it is definitely a giant hill to climb for the rest of our competitors. And having talked to Connexicon a little bit before the stream, he's pretty confident. He's ready to play. So
absolutely, he had mentioned how confident he was, but he also threw into the ring that one bad throw can literally throw off your entire game. Consider, like we had mentioned, 80-point average. This dude is hitting bullseyes and clutches almost every single time. In fact, the only 2 losses that he currently has on record are in overtime. And just in case you guys don't know how the overtime works, let's go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about the rules of the tournament. I believe these are IATF regulation rules.
Yes.
So we're going to be seeing a best of 5 out of the competitors here at the start, and it's going to ramp up to a best of 7 here as soon as we get into the semifinals. Each game you have 5 throws. The first 4 are on the board. The 5th you can throw for the clutch, which is worth 7 points for any of our new viewers out there. For any of you guys who play by majority rules, meaning the majority of the axes inside of the color of the points that you need, that is what we're looking for here. No just the tips. We're just looking for the majority of the axe.
Yes. And
to break tiebreakers, we're going to have a wonderful big axe that you get to see the competitors throw in the case of a tiebreaker match, of course.
Oh, it looks like we're getting ready to call in our first game of the night.
Yeah, I can't quite see who's going to be stepping up to the mat. Let's go ahead and we're going to bring up our it looks like I don't have that on the scene, but we have the bracket here on our side. We'll be showing that to you guys here in a bit. Our first match of the evening, though, it looks like it is going to be Doc Johnson versus Sanayan, Jay Sonyan.
No, I think that's going off on our side thing here. I think we're going to have Wiener Wrangler versus Jordan on the live match today.
No.
Yeah, I believe we have Wiener Wrangler and Jordan stepping up into our axe throwing right now.
Wiener Wrangler and Jordan are currently seated 17th and 18th, a little bit lower in the bracket. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to transition over to the live view to get this one up and running.
We are ready, I believe.
And as we bring up some stats here, we're getting some word from our official. One moment.
This is
what's going on, Slab?
So if you click, if you just click there, it should be
wonderful.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
We'll be able to keep everybody up to date.
Yep. For those of you guys who couldn't see out there, we were getting a more up-to-date scoring system. So now we will be able to provide you guys scores as they come through. And it looks like we are going to start right now with Wiener Wrangler and Jordan.
We got some practice throws going on.
Oh, practice throws going on. Practice throws.
Please excuse Jane. He works downstairs, not necessarily up here as much.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you. Already tearing each other down this early into the stream is not good, my man.
No, we're good. We're good.
We've got quite a bit of throwing to go through for tonight.
All right. So
right, looks like our competitors are still getting a little bit of warm-up throws in there.
The practice throws are always the most engaging. Oh, this is live.
This is live. Oh, silly me. I was incorrect.
What happens if you refresh it?
Hold on, we're looking.
Here we go.
All right, it looks like we'll need to refresh the page to get the up-to-date scores, but not a problem at all. It looks like currently there's a little bit of discussion over
Between
whether that
majority
bullseye
call
is
for
hit or
Jordan.
not.
Is that? Oh, we have Wiener Wrangler on the right. I apologize. Wiener Wrangler on the right, Jordan on the left, and Wiener Wrangler with a solid 2-point lead. Do we have to refresh it every time?
It looks like we might.
All right, it is 9-13 after three throws. Wiener Wrangler with a solid 4-point lead.
Yeah, and in a 5-throw
Ooh,
game, that's a
little
lot
high.
more than you may think.
That is a little high. Jordan with a solid bullseye.
All right, and I believe that was the 4th throw. It means they're going for clutch now. Looks like Jordan will be taking. Nope, there goes a bullseye.
Wiener
A
Wrangler
bullseye
with the
score, just
bullseye.
trying to clinch the
Safe
lead.
shot. It's a safe shot. You don't always have to go for the clutch. It's a safe shot. If you have a nice lead, you can.
Oh,
Ooh,
my.
but
Let's
that's
transition
solid.
over here. That
Beautiful.
looks like a clutch to me right in there. That was a beautiful shot.
Amazing clutch.
With that, the score is tied up. I think we're about to go into a tiebreaker match.
Tied up. We're going into Big Axe, everybody. This is what we've been calling for the whole time.
Oh, it looks like there's a little bit of
there
confusion
dispute?
on the field.
And competitors are walking away. I do not know what's happening. Are we going for the Big Axes? Looks like she's reaching for one. I think we're going right into Big Axes.
That's right. And just so you guys know what is going on back home, for the Big Axe tiebreakers, there are generally 3 stages that we go through. The first stage, you've got to break the paint, so that blue outline you guys see up on the board, all you got to do is hit it inside the blue. For the second shot, you generally got to bullet in. That's hitting that bullseye. And lastly, if both of our competitors get that far, they're going to have to go in for a clutch shot as well. But first shot definitely broke the paint there. I don't think there's any question about that.
Absolutely not. No, it was right inside the red. Beautiful.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're doing another practice, though, to get used to it.
It might be, but it looks like they're going to be throwing on the right side, so we're going to throw up just a right side shot for you guys to get a little bit closer in on the action today. That is in the paint.
Inside, we're good. Points alive.
Yep.
Slab's calling out everything. We're doing great.
All right, here we go.
I don't
going
know the
up
rules
for-
what are the little dots for. The little dots are for the clutches. They are worth 7 points. You have to go for them at the end of every one of your 5 throws, or inside of the overtime, you will have to go for them on the 3rd throw with the Big Axe, if it makes it that far.
That's right. Here we go. And bullseye. That's what we like to
Beautiful
see. Great throw coming out of Wiener Wrangler.
Solid.
A really firm grip there for Wiener Wrangler on that big axe. All right, and I believe next up, we're going to be switching back over to...
I think that was game 1, right? So we're going into the second round. We're going into the second round of this game.
There we go, round 2 of 5. Yep, I
Round
see
2
it
of
right
5.
there.
Wiener Wrangler with the game on the first hand. Back to hatchets.
Back to
Ooh,
hatchet.
that might be a little low. But Wiener Wrangler with
I'm
a
seeing-
solid bullseye.
I'm seeing a pair of bullseyes there myself as we update the scorecard.
It is 5-5. That was majority. Jordan lines up again. Ooh.
Ooh, both of those.
I think 3's on the sides. We're tied still.
8 all in this second game of the match.
Jordan lines it up. Oh, that's a bulls. Solid bullseye by Jordan.
And that one's a little...
Oh,
Wiener Wrangler is calling a 3.
be honest.
An uncertain 3, though.
Oh, we got slab. We got judge coming up. Oh, we're getting the mechanism.
It looks like the judges are getting the caliper. Is that what it's called? Is there a specific name for this device that
it's
we're
a
about to
caliper.
see coming out here?
It's a caliper.
All right, wonderful. All right, it looks like Slab here is going up to that first
Can we
target.
get that zoom in?
It's looking
I'm
close.
going with a 3 personally, but I can't see the left side of the X.
If we're going to measure on the inside edge, I think that's definitely a bullseye. If we're going on the outside, though,
You
it's
compare
really
it to both.
anyone's.
You compare it to both, and that's it. It becomes a math game at some point.
All right, we're going to zoom in a
The
little
slightest
bit.
centimeter could be the difference, though. That's all it takes. We got the other side measuring.
Look at the gold chain there on Slab. He came to show up in the tournament and in oh gosh, I don't even know. In costume?
In costume.
In costume.
All right, what we got?
Slab calling it a 5.
We got the bullseye. Wiener Wrangler with a bullseye. Had to bring it all out. So where are we at?
All right, as we refresh the scoreboard
Jordan
here.
with a solid 3. Another 3 for Wiener Wrangler.
Right.
16-16, we are tied.
Still a tie game. I believe this is going into throw 5
Yep,
as
fifth
well.
throw right here. This could break out another big axe run.
Do you think they're going to go for clutch here?
Jordan hits with the clutch, securing the game.
That's I think that's 1 apiece now.
That's 1 round each.
And in a best of 5, I think breaking even right at the start is really the best that you can ask for.
It's going to be a good tournament. Everybody is coming to play. Everybody's here to play. Beautiful 5s.
I'm seeing more bullseyes than anything else, and that's what we like to see here.
All right, we line it back up.
Jordan going to
Jordan a little low. Jordan a little low. There's that window for Wiener. Oh, wait. I hear Slab say bullseyes. Never mind. We need a better angle on this here, Jane.
Oh yeah, sure. It's the equipment's fault. That's definitely a
there's
5
another window
though.
for Jordan, though. 15-13. We're coming down to 2 throws left.
2-point lead for Jordan. If they can keep.
Low.
Oh, and that lead is about to skyrocket.
I hate to say it, but this might be a round for Jordan here.
I'm not saying this game is out of the question.
I
But
think it's
Jordan's
time to
just
go to
gotta
the next
sink
one.
it.
I think it's time for the next one.
Yeah, at this point for Wiener Wrangler. Ooh.
Did he go for? Oh, he went for the clutch.
I'm not sure if that one hit. We're going to get.
What we got? I think we're in.
We're going to get a quick pan in here. It's looking close. It looks like it's looking like on the bottom. The tip is there,
The tip
but
might just be there.
here we're going to get. Let's zoom in even a little bit farther here so you guys can see it at home too. It's hard to see a little bit with that angle because it is straight on.
We're looking for a call.
Slab's giving some signs.
No clutch.
The clutch is no
good.
good.
On the clutch.
This is, however.
So if Wiener Wrangler hits this clutch, they can take the round.
Yeah, this is great news for Wiener Wrangler. They get a chance here to actually win the game.
No.
However,
window closes.
just as soon as that window opens, another one closes. I'm pretty sure that I've heard of that saying before. You know,
So
as
once
an axe
again-
gets thrown, another one gets sharpened.
Yeah. Every axe that dulls, another blade is sharpened. All right, so we're switching lanes again to keep everything nice and even and fair.
Jordan is up 1
Oh.
game in the series. He's on game point.
Yeah, Jordan is going for match point here in this game. Wiener Wrangler's looking to just tie it up, but she has a bit of a curb coming off on her hand.
Oh, that might be a bullseye. That's definitely a bullseye coming out of Jordan.
Definitely a bullseye coming out of Jordan. Wrangler saying 3.
Wiener's calling the 3. And
Gotta love an honest player.
once again,
I'd be lying like
Jordan.
I'd be lying really bad. Just trying to get everything. Bullseyes, baby. Bullseye round. There we go.
Pair of bullseyes, but once again, Jordan finds himself in a 2-point lead going into the 4th axe. And once again, that's a close
That's a
call.
close one on Wrangler again. We're very close.
We're waiting for the ref to call it over here for Wiener.
If the last one was a 5, I think this one. No. Going for a 3.
They're
an
calling the
honest
3.
play.
Once again, an honest play by honest players. 4 points up going into the final round, though. If he can hit the clutch, goes for the
7
4,
points.
and that locks it out, I believe.
No, that's 7 points up. I think Wrangler has to hit another clutch. Wrangler has to hit a clutch to keep the game.
Oh, not quite.
to the right.
A little outside the box. But with that, I think Jordan's going to be taking the first best of 5 here.
We have Jordan moving on.
A wonderful game from both competitors, though.
Very strong.
And it's important to note this is a double elimination tournament. There is going to be another chance for Wiener Wrangler to show their stuff here.
We can bring it back. We can bring it back, Wrangler. It's a
Absolutely.
solid game. Beautiful game.
Very solid game. And as we get our next pair of competitors up on the board, That was a pretty exciting start to the matches.
It was. I was really happy to see the Big Axe come out in the first round. I was hoping it was going to come out every time. I want to see the Big Axe come out a lot tonight. It's something I don't get to see often. So
Yeah, and I don't know if it was just, Wiener Wrangler trying to warm up a little bit, but the first game she threw, it was phenomenal. She did come out on top. After that, I don't know if it was just the mental blow that was giving Jordan the full run back there.
you could see right at the end she started to veer to the right just a little bit on all of her throws, and that was ultimately what cost her in it, because every time she was dead center, but it would just, the blade would hit right, and that was it.
Indeed. I am we're looking to the refs here to see who our next competitors are for this game.
Yeah, but who is it?
So we have no idea who's going to be going to the next match, but I'm hearing it's going to be good. If it's the one that I'm seeing here on the board, it's looking like Connexicon against Jordan.
Oh, we already going to bring it back, Jordan?
I was going to say, looking here at the, here we go, I believe.
Slab. Who we got? All right, we got Setzer and State Farm stepping up to the boards now.
All right, it looks like the ref's calling out they each get 3 practice throws.
All right, 3 practice
Dead
throws.
center on that bullseye.
Oh, and he's going for the clutch for his practices.
Warming up with the clutch. Is this something that we should expect to see amongst some of the high-tier players here?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing this guy do all of his practice throws on the left clutch. First of all, throwing for left clutch isn't all that normal anyways.
No, most of the time you see a lot of competitors go for the right clutch. It's a lot of people I see are right-handed, so I assume it has to do a lot with that. But I've even seen a lot of left-handed southpaws go right clutch a lot.
Tapping axes here just to start the
All right,
game off.
We're off to the races. Here we go.
First
Bullseye.
throws.
Ooh. I'm gonna say bullseye. I think it's 5-5s.
They're looking 5-5 to me.
5-5s, baby.
Looks like we're getting the refs agreement. Agriculture.
5-5. Solid. Tied at 10.
Yeah, what I'm hearing from a lot of the players, as well as some of the other management here, is that it's really going to be a game of inches. It's all about who misses that first bullseye.
Absolutely. As soon as you see a window shut in this, it is almost like a mental snap. If you start to feel the pressure come on, you will throw worse. And if all you can do is get your competitor, the person you're fighting against, to be able to drop the axe at one point. I don't think we'll see a drop at all or any faults in this game. But nice clutch. Nice double clutch.
Clutches.
I think we're going to big axes.
And there you got to see the wonderful hand of our referee keeping score up there for all of us. We'll tell him to move to the left here in a little bit. But for now, we're going to Big Axe. We're seeing Big Axe first match of each round so far.
I'm
loving it, man. I'm loving it.
I want to see nothing but big axes the whole time.
I'm not sure what that is there, but we are. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there.
They're probably just setting up rules, explaining everything that's going on to the competitors as they step up. This will go a lot more smoother as we go through the tournament. It'll be a lot easier to transition into. Everybody will be familiar.
Absolutely. Even myself am getting familiar with what's going on here today.
Also, after everybody's had a few throws to get down, you don't have to worry about practice so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Being the first rounds of the tournament, everybody's really just looking to warm up that throwing arm. The muscle memory is there, but sometimes you just gotta, you gotta stretch out them muscles.
We're bullseye and bullseye.
All right, and it looks like, I'm not sure if those were the practice throws or not there.
I don't know, but Slab has got a head in this competition that we can't seem to beat.
Oh,
Ooh,
just
low with the
shy.
clutch.
Just shy of the clutch there. So close coming out of our competitor.
So very close.
Oh, man. Should have opted for the disaster assurance there.
Setzer, though, nails it.
Oh, that's what we like to see, and I think that's
and with that's the round. Setzer takes it.
All right, as we're going into round number 2, State Farm versus Setzer. Setzer taking the first game.
All right, they line it up. Setzer with the first throw. Kicks us off.
Ooh.
Bullseye, bullseye. I'm betting Big Axe all through.
Oh yeah.
I'm willing. I can see it. These guys came to play.
Now, is that in this particular match, or are you expecting to see big match all day today?
Oh, I'm talking these two. State Farm versus Setzer. This is what I came to see a lot of.
Yeah.
Bullseye after bullseye, ended with the clutch every time, and let's get them big axes in.
And it's important to note, Setzer currently ranked 4th in the statistics, and State Farm down at 13.
We are at 15-15 going into the 4th throw.
Yeah, considering the disparity of seeding here, we're seeing
Bullseye.
a really good showing from
Bullseye.
both of the competitors.
Beautiful. Clean, barely any line. You love to see it.
And once again, we're going into the 5th axe at 20 points apiece. They're keeping it neck and neck here.
Kill shots.
Oh my goodness.
Setzer hits it. I think State Farm missed it. That's second game.
That's what it looks like.
Setzer takes second game. No big axe that time. I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
And it looks like a lot of this is going to be coming down to the clutch shot right at the end.
And that's it.
Oh, but we're seeing a 3 here. Was that at a State Farm?
Let's say, yeah, State Farm, the pressure's starting to get to him. You can see it.
A 3 from State Farm. That's really going to put him behind, especially considering it's been only bullseyes coming out of Setzer this entire match.
Say at this point, Setzer just has to ride and do what he's been doing the whole time. He has the lead now. Just hold it.
State Farm's got to pray for a dropped axe here. And at this level
Beautiful
of competition,
it's not going to happen.
They're few and far between.
You don't. I rarely see a 1 come out of anybody in this league. Beautiful, perfect 5s. Okay, I think we're in the final throw.
Final throws coming from both competitors. Left side clutch is
Nails
good.
it.
Right side is just a little too high, though.
State Farm drops it again. That's 3 rounds in a row for Setzer.
And 3 rounds in a row, we see a perfect 27 points out of it.
Perfect 27 all the way around. That's what a lot of competitors are looking for. It's all a matter of if you can pull it off or not.
Yep. And as our competitors drop back off stage, we're going to throw it back over to the desk here. 20s, 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 20s is
Nothing
what
but.
I'm seeing.
We have one small drop at State Farm at the end, but other than that, it has been a competitive couple of games we've seen, and we have a couple of other games going on the side here. We've had Big Gulp advance over Asperity, and we had in the first buy-in game that we had along with Wiener Wrangler and Jordan, we had Doc Johnson versus Jonason, and it looks like Doc Johnson was able to take that game pretty solidly as well.
Yeah, just so that y'all can get a view here of the bracket as well, this is what we are looking at. And I must say, we're going pretty quickly. Neither competitors are messing around here. Mm-hmm. It seems like everybody's out for blood today as we see Connexican wetting down those clutches. Dice, for anybody who's unaware at home, what's the purpose of throwing the water up there on those boards?
It keeps we use cottonwood here, so it absorbs a lot of the water very fast. It helps to keep everything nice and smooth for the insertion of the axe, along with the boards not getting so broken up so quick. It's one solid hit. It just keeps everything rolling better and has less time for having to change the wood and stop the tournament and the fun.
Alrighty. But with that, it looks like, I'm not sure if we're going into some practice throws here or if we're going into the real game, but it looks like we are seeing Connexican versus Jordan over here in these first couple of lanes.
And Connexican is the first ranked spot in our statistics here, like we said, with that 80 points per match average.
Yeah, not only 80 and a half. I know
80 and a half.
The half a point doesn't seem like a lot, but at this level of competition, the fact that we're over 80 in average over 28 games in a league is insanity. This man throws perfect games like it was nothing.
He said himself the main thing he focuses on is the big axe when he's trying to practice up, because he knows he can do it. He can do the hatchet like it's nothing.
Absolutely.
He has the hatchet down.
All right, we're bringing up the scoreboard here, but it looks like they're still getting a few practice throws in. All right, and with that, it looks like we are getting into the game. A pair of 5s thrown on both sides here. second axes coming through
we're-
again.
We are 3 axes deep. We are at 15 to 15.
Oh, my apologies. I missed the first throw. My bad, chat. But like Dice said, we are 15 all here, and it seems like that's what we've come to expect out of all the competitors today.
I say Jordan went from a buy-in match to fighting the #1, so there's a lot of pressure here, and Connexicon is just going to ride these 5s all the way.
Yes, important to note, Jordan, in the first round, we had Jordan seed 18 fighting against Wiener Wrangler seed 17. This time he is up against Connexicon, the #1 thrower in the league, and it does look like Jordan is down 2 points going into throw number 5.
Going into the final throw, I believe Connexicon calls the clutch. Can he nail it?
Sliding it up.
We got it. I think we got, yeah, we're in it.
There we go.
Jordan off to the left just a tiny bit.
That's Connexicon's throw there. It does look like that little crease you can see right at the side. I believe that was the clutch. Looking here at the scoreboard for confirmation, but we cannot because we're already into round 2, folks.
We got the confirmation. Connexicon got the points.
Yep, we are seeing 27 points for Connexicon last round.
Looked a little hesitant on it, but we got 5s and 5s.
5s all around. Jordan throws the next axe.
Oh, but that one, though. 2 points down.
That might
Favor
be.
to Connexicon.
I don't want to call it a nail in the coffin, but it's certainly at least a pillow that you throw in beforehand.
Getting it ready. Solid 5s. Good throws. Good throws. We're into the 4th X. Just floats it in. And
very nice.
Retorted.
Once again, reaching axe number 5. Jordan 2 points
Connexicon calls
down.
the clutch again. Can he put it away? He nails it.
Look at that wonderful clutch.
And
However,
Jordan
on the
matches
other
as well.
side, you can check out that throw from Jordan also into the clutch.
Beautiful clutches. Sadly, Connexicon did have that 2-point lead, though, which 2 rounds into him, and we're right into the 3rd round. A 5 and a 3.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're going to see a shutout here, but it's looking likely. Again, this is the #1 competitor in the league throwing here on your right side now. That is Connexicon. And like we mentioned earlier, it's a double elim tournament.
Everybody has a chance to come back. Everybody has a chance to come back.
Absolutely. Jordan's definitely going to get another shot to show his stuff depending on how this last game goes.
Beautiful 5s. I think we're in the 4th axe, 15 to 13. Connexicon with a 2-point lead again, and he showed last time that's all he needs. He just needs that one window. Bullseye. Oh, ooh, you hate to see it.
4 point, and I will call that being the nail in the coffin.
And he's still going for the clutch. He's still going for it.
Showing for points here. I think he's just trying to throw as much as possible
What's
at this
that
point.
average? He said, I'm going to keep my 80.5. You bet. No, I thought he
goes for the 5. He
went
just
for the
cinches
5s.
the win.
Take the win.
And you know, at this level of competition, sure, there's something to be said about lining up all of your shots and getting yourself in a position to, warming yourself up and feeling confident going into your next match. I feel like this might be just Connexicon saying, I know I'm going to be throwing a lot more. I know that I am the tournament favorite here to win. I think he's just trying to save that elbow a little bit.
That being said, if he goes for the clutch and misses it, that leaves him at 16, and all Jordan would have to do is just put away a bullseye to take the game, and it's better to just take your win, make sure that you have it in the bag so you can move on to the next round. You don't have to pad your points anymore. Now we're at the final. We're at the tournament. There's no need to pad those points anymore. Take your win when you can take it.
And that being said, 25 on a 5-throw game is by no means a bad score.
No, it's a perfect bullseye run. You don't have to hit the clutch every time.
You don't have to. Remember, folks, if you like to throw axes back at home, you don't have to hit the clutch each time. You don't got to. Sometimes all you got to do is throw 5s. And speaking of throwing 5s,
we got some new people up. It looks like we have Daddy versus we have Daddy versus Doc Johnson. We did not get to see Doc's last game.
Yeah, but Doc did drop into the loser's bracket.
No, Doc.
No, I'm sorry. My
Doc's
apologies.
the one who won the last one.
We're not in the loser's bracket quite yet. As I rewind here to look at this. Wait, what are you talking about? We're totally in the
No, this isn't the loser's bracket down here.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm bad. Sorry.
So this is all one bracket. There's like 20 competitors.
I'm just so excited, Dice. I'm so excited to be here. My brain's going all wonky.
What we got?
All right, looks like we're actually heading into our first throws for the match. And I believe Daddy going 2 points up on Doc.
Daddy aims it up again. Solid bullseye. Solid bullseye from both competitors.
Look at the flare that Doc really puts at the end of that throw. Really wants to let you know, this bullseye, this one's going to hit.
Solid. Beautiful. Yeah, once again, it could just come down to those 2 points. One bad throw, that's all you need. That's all you need to clutch it out.
And luckily enough for Doc Johnson, he already got his bad throw out of the way really early in the match.
There it is. I'm calling clutch. I'm calling we're gonna go clutch here.
He's really gotta throw clutch here.
We got some joiners. What's up, everybody?
How many viewers? 6.
Oh yeah, we're at 6 right now.
What's up, 6 viewers out there? Thank you so much for joining us, by the way, for the finals of the Spring Ace Axe tournament as we see our competitors making their final throws for the match.
Daddy puts it away, 25-18.
And we're going into round 2 in this best of 5. Starting off strong, bullseyes for both competitors.
Bullseyes all around. We got a solid start now. We got a solid start.
Excuse me as I take a drink here real quick.
A little sippy sip. Stay hydrated, everybody.
Shout out to all of our viewers watching from our other channels. But was that a 3?
I think that was a 3. Yeah, that was a 3. Doc Johnson drops it again.
Here we go.
Daddy is solid every time.
There we go. That's looking like a pair of 5s for the both of them once more.
13-15.
33-15. That's quite a score.
Quite a score in one game.
Considering the highest is...
The impressive part is I see no paint touching on Daddy's bullseyes at all. He is all in. No majority, no nothing. Just all in.
No need for the caliper here. This man is deadly accurate. Speaking of deadly accurate, he does cinch up his 5th throw with a 5. We need to get a clutch here, but a little bit off to the left.
You hate to see it. You really hate it.
That's 2 games up for Daddy.
25-18, both games. Daddy with the lead.
Daddy came to play, and I think it's astonishing in and of itself that the majority of these throwers are just getting 1 throw in the 3, and all the rest of them seem to be 5s.
It's just that quick second, that moment you doubt yourself and you just shank it a little bit low.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a little bit more of that pressure coming through later on in the tournament as people progress more and the stakes get even higher. And you know what's at stakes here? Those beautiful trophies. We'll see if we can grab some during a break so that you wonderful people can see it back home as well. But we got trophies here for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. As we get an update on the scores here, we're going into the 4th act.
Throw, 15-11. We got 2 threes out of Doc Johnson.
2 subpar throws being 4 points down.
20-16. Daddy just needs a bullseye to put it away.
And realistically, absolutely.
There it is.
He just goes for that bullseye just to cinch the game.
Just 25s all across the board again. You don't need the clutch every time. Beautiful game. Beautiful game.
And with the shutout, Daddy progresses through the winner's bracket. Well, are you giving some claps?
Yeah. Which one did we say?
I believe, unless I'm mistaken.
I think we got Ass and Titties versus Ronimal.
I think we do have Ass and Titties versus Ronimal.
Trying to keep my ear to the nose ground here.
Now,
listen for what I could.
It's important to note, everybody here decided their own nicknames.
Yeah, I did not voluntarily call that person Daddy for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, I did. It just happened to be a happy coincidence. But that is correct. Up next, it looks like we're going to have Ass and Titties versus Ronimal. Ronimal. What do you think Ronimal's a play on? It kind of reminds me of the yogurt cups. The Donimals?
The Donimals?
Yeah, Donimals, you can sponsor this stream, by the way.
That's Danimals. Danimals is what you're thinking.
Well, depending on where you're from, it may be pronounced Donimals.
Or depending on who made it, I guess. Because Ronimal sounds like animal, but just Ron in front of it.
Oh, my good.
Yes.
It's the newest game from Nintendo, Ronimal Crossing.
Ronimal Crossing.
Ronimal throwing, because we're throwing axes here.
Oh, we're a little left on those clutches. Okay.
I'm seeing some clutch throws.
Where we got? It is Ass and Titties at rank 3 versus Ronimal at rank 14.
So rank 3 versus rank 14. Just to get a little taste of what we're expecting here, average per match average per match is 64 for Ronimal and 78 for Ass and Titties.
All right, I think we're into the first throw. Bullseyes all around.
I think we should be expecting around a 2 or 3 point lead for Ass and Titties for a majority of the match here. But again, it's all going to come down to who misses that first bullseye.
It's all a matter of just going to the side of that red just a little bit. If you hit that red too much.
Yeah, looking a little high for Ronimal, but still very much a bullseye there.
You don't need the full axe, just the majority. Going into the third throw, we're tied at 10. Solid bullseyes all around again.
This is what I like to see. I want to see that big axe come back.
I want it. I want it. We've only seen it twice. I'm so sad right now. I want more big axe.
Yeah, if we're following protocol here,
We're high on Ronimal.
That's a 3 coming out of Ronimal. There's that one bad throw we were talking about.
That's it. That's all it takes. All Aston Titties has to do is just hit this clutch, and he can nail it away.
Aston Titties goes for their throw and
Beautiful clutch.
jiggles it right into the clutch. Can't ask
That
for
is
more
round
than that.
one. Perfect 27. That is round one.
Round 1 going to Ass and Titties. Here we're going into round number 2. A nice pair of bullseyes coming out of each competitor here.
Beautiful.
Going into axe number 2.
Solid bullseyes every time.
I don't know
we're
there.
good. We're good.
All right, we've got the confirmation there.
Even Ronimal's giving it to him. We're good.
Both. I mean, who wouldn't give in to the ass and titties? But here we go, going for our 3rd axe. Bullseyes all around.
All right. Okay. I'm believing again. I'm believing we can see the big axe again. Let's go.
Yeah, I know I'm saying bullseyes all around a lot, but
That's what it is.
it's because we're seeing bullseyes all around.
That's what you want to see every time. You don't want to call 1s and 3s. You want to be calling nothing but 5s, 5, 7, 5, 5, 7s.
And at this level of competition, that's what we're going to get. We're onto the,
2020. Here we
we're onto
go.
the clutch shot.
Clutch shots, baby. Kill shots. Let's do it.
Let's see if the hindsight truly is 2020 here as we go into our clutch
Got a
throws.
clutch.
1 clutch,
Got
2
a clutch.
clutch.
We're seeing the big axe.
A clutch
Yes.
from both players.
Bring them out.
Oh my goodness, we're heading
I'm
into the
excited.
big axe
Let's do it.
now.
27-27. I waited. I have waited for this again.
What? Waited? Oh, waited for the big. Oh, it looks like they're rock paper
Oh,
scissoring here. We're gonna. Oh, we can't zoom out because we're not on that camera. Oh my goodness. Sorry, folks. I missed the RPS. I'll be sure to get that up for you
RPS.
next time. It looks like they are going to be throwing on lane number 2 here, so we're going to wait and get a close-up if we can.
All right. Ass and titties lines it up. One-handed throw with the big axe. You don't see it often.
Inside
Beautiful.
the bullseye with one-handed big axe throw.
Beautiful.
That was gorgeous.
Floated in.
We're gonna zoom out just a little bit so you can see a little bit of the prep that's
Hits it.
going into these folks' throw. Once again,
Believe he nails it. It seems like they might be shying away from break the paint immediately. It might be going right into bullseye.
yeah, and when each player is hitting bullseyes every single round, I think that's well within their rights.
Another bullseye. We are solid. Ass and titties with that big axe. Just floats it in. Such a different technique.
Truly. And here we go. Next one. And you can see here the two-handed overthrow.
Got it.
Getting a little
Nails
more
the bullseye.
power behind that shot. Really trying to make sure it gets nailed in there. It
Ooh,
looks
but
like.
Are we low? Are we calling for the caliber? We're calling for Judge.
Oh, Judge is coming in. We're going to get a zoom here, see what we can see on the screen.
We have Asperity making the call.
It's close.
That's a big chunk for in.
Yeah, even looking on the other side, I'm seeing a majority in here. From our standpoint,
Calling
it's looking like
5.
it's in.
We're
That
in. We
is
still got game.
guaranteed.
We still got game.
We've still,
All right, so now I believe we're into the clutch throw.
we are in for the clutches now, folks.
Lines it up. Ooh, I think just a
And it
little
looks
off.
a little high to the out left.
Okay, all Romanol has to do is just put it away.
And if he can hit this clutch, that's going to tie up the game as
Ooh,
well.
but we're high.
Just a little high. That means we're going to get a reshoot from both of our competitors, I believe.
We have to have a winner. We have to have a winner of the round.
All right, we're going to keep a nice high and tight view for y'all there at home so that you can see all this wonderful close-up action. Here he goes.
Right,
He's lining
Ass
up
and
the
titties is
shot.
lining up again.
And
Floats it. Ooh. Oh, it's breaking the line. It's in the
Now-
line. It's in.
That's in.
At 7. All right, Romanol, it's on you.
Ronimal needs to hit the clutch to keep this game going. He's lining up his shot. Makes the throw.
Oh,
Oh, and unfortunately,
we're just a little low.
just a
Just,
little low
just a
there.
little
He
low
threw it
on that
right
one.
down about where his head is now. But that is going to be it for game number 2. Also going to Ass and Titties. Ass and Titties up by 2.
Up
2
in-
games, that is, not 2 points.
We
We
did get
haven't started the next one yet.
We got a nice, good round of Big Axe there, so I'm hoping to just see it come back. Maybe Ronimal can make the run back.
Well, we're
Solid bullseyes all around for the first start, though.
Absolutely. It's a point of seeing who's going to break. And I think Ronimal has finally seen the his window into winning this game. It's about getting Ass and Titties into the overtime and then sealing the deal with that clutch. Specifically with the Big Axe, though.
You don't wanna give him-
Specifically Big Axe clutch.
Yeah, you don't want to give him a chance at 2 shots at that clutch because he can narrow in really quick.
All right. And as we bring up our scoreboard again, going to throw number 4, pair of
Perfect.
bullseyes
We're
apiece.
going to clutch shots.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I think we're going to see the Big Axe again.
I'm hoping. Let's break him back out. Let's bring it back.
Like I mentioned, I think Ronimal really, oh, that's a good clutch coming in. I don't know if it's
We're on
good
both
on
ends.
the right side.
We're good on both ends. We're seeing Big Axe again.
Big Axe for, oh,
I think.
Hold on.
Yep, we're grabbing at him. We're grabbing Big Axes.
yep. We have confirmed the score is tied 27 apiece. We are going to Big Axe. Oh, and this is where we get excited here, folks.
All right, Ronimal lines it up.
Transition in the next one, and a good bullseye to start us
bullseye.
off. Remember, I don't know if they're playing 2 bullseyes or just breaking paint both times.
1 paint, 1 bullseye? Perfect. So we're still playing break paint first.
Yep, we did get confirmation from the, what do you call the ref? Do you call them an axe ref, an overseer?
The ref.
I'm going to call him the overseer.
You call him whatever you want. Just don't call him late for dinner.
That was a good, I'm not even going to lie, that's a good, I haven't heard that one before.
All right. So we both broke paint.
I think Ronimal's lining up for the next shot.
I think we're in bulls.
It's definitely a close one.
We're calling solid. We're calling it.
All right,
All right, Ass and Titties lines up for his bullseye.
All right, and I think this one, I'm not going to say it's given. I definitely don't want to throw any caster curses out there tonight, but
The Big Axe is his own beast. It's its own thing.
it truly is. And ooh,
Oh, but beautiful. Floats it in.
Floating is the perfect word to use for that throw as well. Just if you guys can see it in the camera, just the beautiful lob coming up and over is absolutely gorgeous from Ass and Titties. And gorgeous Ass and Titties ain't something you see every
but
day
we are
neither.
high on the clutch again with Ronimal.
High on the clutch. He's really banking on
He's been
Ass and
low
Titties
and high
missing this
both
clutch.
times. You got to split that difference.
All right,
Titties is lining it up.
making the throw, and
Ooh,
it
I
looks like it might be a
think-
little low.
No.
No
he
good. We're
calls it
going into a
himself.
second
Nope,
clutch
second
throw.
throw.
All right, first competitor lining up. Ronimal taking a shot here.
And we're just a little low again.
Like you were saying, the Big Axe really is its own beast.
It's its own thing. That is what can make or break a lot of the throwers in here. The hatchet has become second nature for a lot of them.
All right, and here we go, lining up for the next shot.
Ooh, I think we're left again.
Oh, a little
Yeah.
left and under both times. We are seeing consistency out of these throws, though, from A&T.
He can cut it out at this point. He's either nailing it or he's right around it.
Yeah, and it's always just a little low and to the left.
Ooh, we found the height. Now we just got to get it back over Ronimal. We found the height though.
That's right, and we are...
But Ass and Titties could put away the match right here. It could be it.
going for the throw, and...
Oh, we're low. We're going again.
Oh my good! Oh man, this is
Good back and forth.
This is really when the pressure is starting to mount on both of these players here.
All right, Ronimal looking to lead it off again. He's found the height last time. Now let's get over.
Are they?
Oh, I think they went for bullseye.
Oh, there might have been a different arrangement
They
made for this match.
If you miss 3 clutches in a row, you go back down to bullseyes.
Oh, I am getting word here from the ref that if you miss 3 clutches in a row, you do go back to bullseye.
And now we're going back to clutch now that we've confirmed we can still hit bullseyes. So
That's
good.
just, letting everybody dial it back in.
Aim at something else so you don't keep getting angry.
Absolutely. There's
Ooh,
a
I
throw.
think we're to the left. Just
Again,
slightly.
it looks like it's not quite breaking the paint.
All right, Ass and Titties lining it up once again.
Here we go. We're going to keep it nice and zoomed in so you can see the shot. He's about to take the throw.
There it is. He
Ooh,
puts it away.
Nearly dead center there. A wonderful shot coming out of A&T there to cinch out the 3rd round.
That is round 3, which means Ass and Titties takes the match.
Yeah, and a wonderful match, especially there at the end. That's
what we want.
It was such a wonderful back and forth coming from each of the players. All right, next up, there's a couple of different matches that we might be looking at next.
We're just waiting for the confirmation from Slab himself of what is happening.
Absolutely. And while we're waiting for this confirmation,
we have Bean Flicker versus Bedazzled coming out.
the beans and the bedazzled. However, a bedazzled bean flicker is very different. So, bedazzled and bean flicker. Let's take a look here at the stats really quick as we pull them up. We're looking at bean flicker, number 6 seed, an average of 74.5 points on the board.
Nothing to laugh at.
Nothing to laugh at, absolutely. Bedazzled, we're coming in at seed 11 with an average of 67 points. However, both of them score an average of around, well, I was going to say both score about an average of the same per axe. However, obviously mathematically that does not work.
Both have shown their abilities to hit the 81. It's just a matter if they can break it out now.
Yep.
I once again, I'm predicting we're going to see at least the big axe at least once or twice.
Absolutely. However, I think the big difference in stats here is going to come down to the total number of perfects we've seen. Bean Flicker, we've seen a total of 6 perfect games. Bedazzled, we have only seen the 1. And I feel like we're going to need to see a little bit extra coming out of Bedazzled.
Yeah, Bedazzled's going to have to bring a lot to the table to put the flicker away.
All right, we're going to transition back over as we get a couple of throws in here.
Get our practicers out of the way. I'm going to step away from the commentators post real fast, everybody. Jane is going to be holding your hand throughout the competition for this one. I will be right back, folks.
Oh, holding my hand, he says. That's right, we are. Oh, sorry there about that, that sound you heard, but we are back here. I believe we're about to go into the live game with our first couple of throws. And it's looking like bullseyes on both sides to me, but it looks like we are getting confirmation from the ref on the left side over here, I believe for Bedazzled. Ooh, as we try to get a shot up here for you fine folks watching at home. Calipers are out. Which way is Asperity going to call it here tonight? And we're not quite sure which way around that one landed. We'll update the score here momentarily for you folks so that you can see what's going on as well. However, it's looking like Bedazzled was ruled a 3 instead of that 5. Once again, we're seeing a 5 coming out of Bean Flicker and another sketchy throw, but we're seeing the thumbs up. Looks like it's 5 apiece here. 8-10 going into Axe 3. Bedazzled is down by 2 points and a perfect bullseye on both sides there to help shore up that loss. Still a 2-point deficit, but definitely nothing that can't be overcome here. Another round of perfect 5s. Now the question is Bean Flicker going to shoot for the 5 and just hope to clinch out the game later? Or is he going to go for the clutch? He's going for the 5. Going for the 5 here. We're going to see if Bedazzled can hit the clutch. Ooh, and we're seeing a good call here. That means we are going into a tie game here, I do believe. And it's time we break out that big axe again, folks. right, lining up for the first shot here on the right side. Definitely good inside the paint there. We're going to transition back here to the live scene. Pair of bullseyes for both contestants. Honestly, with the big axe, it's kind of what we've come to expect here from all of the people, but we're going into our second throw with the big axe to clear this tiebreaker. Definitely not a bullseye rolling out of that one. And welcome back, Dice, to the caster booth.
All right, I am back. Sorry about that, folks. Had to fix a little something up for something else somewhere. But we are
Don't
back.
be too specific.
Don't be too specific. So it looks like we're in Big Axe on round 1 already.
Big Axe round 1, and I do believe that was the clinched game there for Bedazzled.
All right, Bedazzled takes it. Bedazzled takes game 1.
And that's
Camera
exactly
play.
the kind of league that you that's the kind of lead you need going into this here match. As we transition back into the live view, a pair of bullseyes for both competitors.
5 and 5s.
And truth be told, I'm anticipating bullseyes coming out of each of them. However, Dice, in the last match, you did miss. Bedazzled hit a 3 and then came back with a clutch to tie the game going to Big Axe, and he did come out ahead in that shot.
And it looks like Bedazzled took another 3 right there as well. So maybe looking to do a repeat, get back into his competitor's head. Solid bullseyes. 2-point lead for Bean Flicker.
Sorry, I can't help but smile.
You can't laugh every time.
Ooh.
I think that's all line though. I think we're good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the line does count as part of the scoring circle.
Line is beneficial to you. It does count for the bullseye every bit.
Going into throw 5, Bean Flicker
Nice
lands the
clutch.
clutch and ends the game right there. Bean Flicker bringing you back to an even game 1-1. Let's see if Bean Flicker can come in for the reverse sweep.
Let's see. Bullseyes all around.
Bullseyes all around, starting good. Absolutely. And once again, I'm thinking this is going to come down to throw 5.
Bedazzled's getting a little low, but we're still 5-ing. We're still 5-ing.
Still 5-ing and vibing here with Bedazzled and the Bean Flicker. I'm sorry, just Bean Flicker, not the Bean Flicker. I don't know if articles will get me in any sort of trouble with trademarks or
bullseyes.
copyrights here with these players. We want to be as respectful as possible to all contestants here in the game tonight.
15 all going into throw 4. Beautiful. Beautiful.
This is what Bedazzled needs right here. Bedazzled just needs to keep going in the early game and not miss any of those.
Both competitors signal clutch. This could make or break. We got it from Bean Flicker.
That's one clutch.
And we are to
Oh.
the right on Bedazzled. Oh, no.
A great throw from both competitors, though, going into round 4.
Yeah, we are in round 4 now. Bean Flicker is up 2-1.
Bean Flicker is on game point, and it's looking like a pair of 5s to start the match. That one was looking a little low for Bedazzled. It seems like most of his, I don't want to say misses, but most of his off bullseyes have been just a little bit low.
Just a little bit.
For any of our fans watching at home who also throw axes, Dice, as an established axe coach, if you're noticing your
Different area than what you're aiming for. And just like that, Bedazzled drops 2 points. Bean Flicker can put it away with the clutch right here.
once again coming down to throw 5, it's look.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. We're going in there for a closer look.
I think we're calling Judge.
Judge is coming up. We're getting here on the live cam.
I think it is. I think it is by like every tiny sense of the term. I think we're in.
We're touching line. I'm seeing fist bumps coming out.
I think that's good games.
Yep, that's a GG coming
That's
out of our
GG.
competitors.
Bean
And with
Flicker
that,
takes it.
Bean Flicker coming in with the reverse sweep, dropping the first game. But once he got in that routine, he really showed up to show out. And, we're hearing a few more competitors getting called up to the screen next.
I'm trying to get my listening ears in.
Your listening ears.
I heard Asperity and Jordan, so I believe we're going back. We might be entering into the loser finals on our side brackets here.
Just bringing up the bracket here so that we can view it again for you fine folks. And once again, we'll just go ahead and we're going to let y'all look at the is it here? It is here. We're going to be bringing up that bracket for y'all once again so that you can see it at home as well and follow along. As you can see, we're through most of the first round games. We're heading into the next round. It looks like we're still going to have a best of 5 here. I know you can't see my cursor, but yeah, we're still going to keep on to the best of 5s. And realistically, just looking down the list, we have many wonderful seeds that are going to be coming into this next match. It looks
like we're going into losers, though, because I'm hearing a call for Bedazzled and Wiener Wrangler.
All right, so
yeah,
then
we're
going to
dropping to losers finals now. I mean, not loser finals, I'm sorry, loser bracket now.
All right, and Bedazzled and Wiener Wrangler, we saw both of these players, one just recently, one right at the beginning of the game. And just based off of the throws I've seen, I think this favors Bedazzled.
Bedazzled is just having thrown and everything. He's probably fresher. I haven't got to see if Wiener was offside and practicing a little bit to keep up, but just in comparison, coming off a nice hot throw against 4 rounds of competitiveness against Bean Flicker is pretty good. Plus, he has some practice with the big axe now, just more recently.
Absolutely. We're switching over to the live view to get these. I'm not sure if they're it is looking like a couple of practice
right into
shots.
it. I think we're past practice.
We're past the practice.
No more practice
For these competitors.
Everybody's gotten the
folks.
throw. Everybody's used to it now. We're done with practices. Oh, looks like first throw, we're calling Caliper.
Starting the game off with a measure, that's honestly, that's what I like to see.
I'm going to say this is for elimination, so everybody will be a little bit more cutthroat, I believe.
Yeah, a little bit less loosey-goosey here. We're going to switch to the close-up. Caliper's out, and it's called a 3.
All right, Wiener Wrangler with an early lead. Looking to bring it back. She didn't get to go far before she got knocked down in the loser, so she wants to prove that she has a chance at it all.
We might see another.
That's a 3 and a 5. That's a solid 4-point lead.
And looking at Wiener Wrangler's previous games, we have seen a couple of 3s coming out, unless she managed to shore up some of those downfalls, but that's what we're looking at.
Her first round, she was solid the whole way through, and then those last couple, we even saw 1 pop out, so let's just hope she can ride it the entire time.
Absolutely, and
beautiful. And we have another drop.
That's another 2 points. That's a 6-point lead.
All she has to do is just put away at least a point.
Wrangler's just got to get it in the paint. That's the end of the game from here. And it's so.
And a bullseye.
Like, I'm seeing good things coming out of Wiener Wrangler here.
Yep.
I think
very solid.
I think we've seen a lot of the issues that she had in some of the earlier games shored up. And
that's it. She takes round 1, 25 to 14.
They're calling it a bullseye there for round 1, 25 to 14. Wiener Wrangler takes it.
And we're switching sides. Let's go.
Going into game 2, Wrangler on your left, Bedazzled on the right. Starting off with a bullseye.
Bullseye from Wrangler.
That's what we like to see. All right, pair of 5s going into axe 2. Not the greatest hand in poker, but a good enough start here in axe throwing.
It's a perfect start here at axe throwing.
Now, a pair of 10s, that's a little bit better there for that poker hand start.
Look at you. You're all knowledgeable.
15. If you get a pair of 15s, you're cheating. I don't care about what you say. If you got that hand in poker, that's when you're like, all right, dealer, let me see your deck here. I'm calling BS.
Why do I have 6 jokers? Bullseye. It's all around. That's all paint, but that's good.
Man, you may have 6 jokers, but 2 of them ain't up there on that stage right now. These folks came to play, and they're out for blood now. We are in the losers bracket.
Whoever elimination is live.
Whoever drops this game is going to get knocked out of the entire tournament. So here we're seeing the pressure a little bit high and left on the clutch for Wiener.
And Bedazzle puts it away. We're going into game 3. We got ties.
Round 3, we're tied 1 game apiece. And these scores are fluctuating wildly, you know? The first game we saw Bedazzled go 14 into a perfect game. Wiener Wrangler starting with 25, going down to a 20. Is this the shift we're going to see? We did see this exact same thing from Wrangler last round.
Say Wrangler's weakness might be the clutch. That might be the thing, because if she can't put it away early enough, the clutch throw might be where she's kind of fallen off.
Yep, we're 10 all going.
5s are great. Everybody. Oh, is it low? No, we're good. We're good. We got the confirmation.
Thumbs up from both sides. 15 apiece. If we can see a pair of 5s here, I think it's going to come down to the clutch again. However, Wrangler has the first throw.
Wrangler does have the.
And it's looking like a 3 for Bedazzled.
Oh, that's sad. I mean, that's not what you want to see.
This is exactly what Wrangler needs to put this game away.
But if Wrangler hits the clutch, it's game.
I don't know. If I'm Wrangler, I think I go 5 here and force my opponent to try for clutch.
And it hits the 3.
Even that, though. All right, so we're 5 points down.
So Bedazzled can go for 5 and tie it up and go to Big Axe, or he can try to nail the clutch and take the round. It's all a decision.
I think we're seeing the call for clutch here.
We go for clutch.
Going big or going home.
Let's see if he can take the round.
Oh, it's close.
I hear a hell yeah.
Here we go as we switch over to the up close feed.
Oh, it might be in the red line of it.
It's close. I'm going to see how close we can get this zoom to go. It's
If I was working a group, I'd give it to him, but I don't know.
I don't even know how to call it. This is going to be a rough one for the judge. You can see both hands in there really trying to get it. We're waiting for.
I think we're calling it. Are we calling another judge?
We're calling in a third set of eyes to determine where we sit here on this clutch. I mean, I'll admit, it's a close one. Getting a third set of eyes in here is not a bad idea at all.
This is the difference between games. You know, going up another game gives you a nice, comfy seat for a 5-round.
100%. It looks like we're still getting some deliberation. And there, what you see here is just wiggling the axe back and forth, just trying to get a bead on where that is.
There's a tiny bit of pink on the left side of it.
I think
that's it. That's it.
I'm
We got
seeing
a
some
confirmation.
thumbs up.
The game goes to Bedazzled. All you needed was just that tiny bit on the other side of the axe to prove it.
Yep, axe throwing is a game of inches.
Centimeters. Seriously, I mean, that was.
Are the calipers in metrics?
Oh yeah, probably.
Good on them. Learn your metric system, folks. As we go into round number 4, I mean, I think we can expect to just see 5s down the board for a while. As there we go. Now we got our score update.
5 and is that low from Bedazzled? I believe it is.
That's looking like a 3 there. However,
it might be a 3 from Wrangler as well.
We might be.
No, we got a 3 and a good.
Yep, we've got an
Wrangler
agreement there.
Takes a 2-point lead again. A 5 and a 5.
A little cockeyed there from the Wrangler, but still in.
That's it. That little bit of a slant can be all the difference too. You can put just a tiny bit too far out. Oh, big 3 from the Bedazzled.
We're looking at the same situation we were in last time, just about. Bedazzled is 4 points down. Wrangler 20-16.
Wrangler can put it away though. Wrangler can put it away with a bullseye.
And bringing it, that is a
That's
bullseye.
That's
It's
a
looking
bullseye.
like to
We're going
me.
into the final round. Final round height. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
This is our first game of the day that's going to go to round 5. At least the ones that we've
seen,
broadcasted
that we've gotten
for
to
you
see
today.
on the hot seat. 5s all around. That's a good way to start. Let's go. Final round height, baby.
I don't know if y'all can hear the audience behind us, but
The crowd is lively here.
things are starting to get a little bit rowdy as we move further down the brackets. Going into the third throw, we've got 10 apiece.
Ooh. I think Wrangler's a little low. Oh, are we calling for the caliper? We're calling for it.
All right, judge is coming out.
We got Daddy on the caliper.
I'm sorry, that was funny to me. I don't know. I didn't expect to hear the daddy out of context so quickly.
It's completely in context.
It's 100% in context. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's Daddy right
so
there.
even though we can only get the side, the back at Daddy's head here, we are measuring down to the millimeter. We need 51% of it in there.
And I think we said good. We got the thumbs up. That's 5.
I'm hearing 2 thumbs up.
Every time they've taken that caliper to Wranglers bullseyes, it's come out just on top. Just on top.
And once again, that's exactly what you need here.
Beautiful 5s. going to the final axe. All right, let's break out the big axe for this. We've had a hell of a match. Let's go for a big axe.
If this comes down to a big axe tiebreaker for the entire round, oh, I'm all for it. I am incredibly excited to see what goes down here.
Wrangler lines up her clutch. Oh, I think we're high.
Oh, just a little high there from Wrangler. We're going to see. Oh, it looks like, hold on, I may have spoken too soon.
Are they looking for it? Nah,
All right,
no.
it looks like we are getting confirmation that that is not the shot that we're looking for.
Bedazzled lines it up, though.
She ended a live oh, just a little high there.
Yep, just a little high. Big axe is go. We're going into the big axe.
Oh, man, oh, this is exciting.
This is a good final round hype.
This is where the stress really starts to weigh on the player's shoulders, and you can't have anything weighing down those axe throws when you're up there.
Once again, this is for elimination. One bad axe throw could mean you do not play for the rest of the night. You get home with nothing. No beautiful trophy, no nothing.
This is no hesitation here. If you hesitate on these throws, you're done for. All right, players tap axes.
Okay, I'd still believe we're under break paint, then 5, then clutch. All right, Wrangler's lining it up. We're on the left board.
First throw.
All right.
It's in the paint, and that's all you need.
We're in paint.
We may be seeing a little bit of an accuracy problem there on the big axe for Wrangler, though. My apologies.
Bedazzle's lining it up now. And we know he can put it in the clutch. He can put it in the bullseye. The clutch is what gave him problems against the last one.
Oh, I would love to see this go to a clutch. I would love to see this go to big axe clutch. All right.
All right, Wrangler lining up for the second shot. This one has to be the bullseye. And we're low.
It's a little low. All Bedazzled has to do is land it right in that black ring, and that is the game. And Wiener Wrangler is going home.
Lines up his shot. And we are all 5s.
That is in. Congratulations to Bedazzled going on to the next round of the tournament.
Well played, Wiener Wrangler. Well played.
Yep, so sorry you're going home empty-handed, but what can we say? Not everybody can be a winner. You got to get the losers in there so that we can see just how good of a game that these winners can be throwing.
I'm expecting to see a lot more out of the people who got knocked out early coming into this, because you have to fight your way back. You get to see all the competition that's going on around you as you were sitting there waiting for your next turn. You got to see how these people were actually throwing the entire time. You know what you have to do now. You need to step up. It's time to bring it all out and lay it all out on the line this time. Who are we calling for?
It sounds like our next game is going to be between State Farm and Princess.
We got the number 12 and the number 13 going up.
State Farm and Prince, right? Oh, and then this will be filled in later. That is, okay, I'm seeing how this is going now.
Yep, okay, we're going into State Farm and Princess.
Oh.
We're watering boards.
Going to bring down a nice wash for those boards, it looks like. Yeah, absolutely. Got to make sure, all of these players want to make sure they have the best chance possible at what's going to be transpiring here in this next match. We are still in the losers bracket, keep in mind.
Mm-hmm. We are still very early in the losers bracket too, I believe.
Yes, as we just as we bring up the bracket again before we go into the match. Oh, sorry, that's not the bracket.
We got our
there
bracket.
We go. As you can see, we are all the way down here. We are facing off Princess versus State Farm. And it's looking like there's another one that's going to be coming up soon as well as we transition back into live view. And once again,
bullseyes all around.
I'm seeing from, let me get into our scoring here quick. Over from Princess, I'm seeing, again, that wonderful little float that you see on the axe.
Mm-hmm. It finds its mark every time and just floats right in, but State Farm is solid in there every time as well. We did not get to see these two throws, so we do not know their games when they got eliminated. Did we see State Farm?
We did see State Farm a little bit earlier, I do believe.
But Princess, I think, with a 3.
Yeah, it looked like Princess going 2 points down. Let's look at these next throws.
Ooh, but State Farm might be to the right.
Yeah, and it is
we got the thumbs up. That's a 5er.
And it is important to note, both of these competitors were seeded 12th and 13.
State Farm going to put it away with the clutch.
So as far
And he's
as
to the right.
as far as levels of, I don't want to say talent, as far as levels of throwing here, we're right neck and neck. So this is truly anybody's game that we're
Princess
seeing
just
here.
needs a 3. She's conferring with the ref to make sure everything's good. But I believe she just needs a 3.
And we're going to see the sink right in the
floats to
bullseye.
5.
Game 1 going to Princess.
Princess takes round 1. Them clutches can make or break you. You think you can put it away, and then it's just a little to the right, and all of a sudden that window is very much open for the other competitor.
And truthfully, I know
Oh,
I know
think
State
Farm was
Farm-
high again.
I know State Farm really wanted to try to put away that game by throwing the clutch, but sometimes when they're 2 points down, sometimes it's just better to hit that 5 just to stay.
Just make it relevant. Make them go for the clutch.
Absolutely. But that may just be my inexperience as an axe thrower speaking here. As we head back, it looks like State Farm is taking the 2-point deficit this round, 10-8 going into the third throw.
Princess going for a perfect game here. Last 3 was just a fluke.
A
Beautiful
definite
floats.
5 coming from Princess, I think.
I think State Farm's in.
Yep, we're seeing a confirmation from our players. 5s all around. Still a 2-point deficit going into 4. Now that
Right.
one is a we're
Nope.
seeing a thumbs up from competitor
We're up
1.
on State Farm. We're calling for judge on Princess.
Ooh, here we go. This is the part that gets my blood all excited. Whenever we break out the calipers.
The caliper's the real MVP.
We're gonna.
here.
Oh,
We're good.
that was a quick one.
That was a quick call.
Easy enough. We got the thumbs up from the ref. I believe it was counted as a 5er. And I think that means we're going into throw number 5.
Throw 5. Now here's the question. Is Princess going to go for clutch and do the same thing that State Farm did, or is she going to go for the bullseye and put away and make him hit it?
You know, realistically, I think you just
And
throw.
she nails the clutch.
Oh my goodness! Look
Solid
at that
play.
shot.
All right, Princess with 2 rounds. State Farm lining up. He's not hesitating. We're going right into the third match. 2 bullseyes kick us off again.
All right, Princess up by 2. Definitely not bad games we're seeing out of State Farm, though.
No. It's very close. It just comes down to that final bit.
Once again, a
Floats it
couple of beautiful bullseyes coming from both players. And this one, I'm hoping we see some big axe here.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see a little bit of a run back from State Farm.
I would love it. We haven't seen any full reverse sweeps yet. We've seen a couple competitors drop in the first game and then coming back and winning the next 3, but I want to see a full reverse sweep before we get into the best of 7s.
Oh, bullseyes all around again. This is a solid round. State Farm realized what he was doing.
Yeah, both players
Going for
really
clutch.
really upping the ante here.
All right, State Farm lines it up.
That looks like another clutch. That looks like a clutch coming from both
Tied on both.
competitors.
We're going to Big X.
This is what we like
Yes,
here.
I'm
We
excited again.
said we wanted the big axe. We're getting the big axe.
Now let's see. Let's see. I have not got to see Princess throw a Big X yet, so I'm excited to see how they do it.
It's just a matter of time to see which player actually gets the big axe out of the tournament. And that's what they're throwing for here. If State Farm doesn't nail this tiebreaker, he's out. He's going home.
Princess is in a nice cushiony position. 2 rounds in the lead. Can just take her time, fight through, but beautiful bullseye out of State Farm with the Big Axe.
Great start, just breaking the paint there.
Proven he's here. He's here for the Big Axe. With Princess lining it up.
Throw in the shot.
We're points. Remember, you only have to break the paint on the first throw. So if State Farm can have a repeat with that bullseye again, it gives them a good spot.
Here we go. We're going for the next throw. Remember, you got a bullet in here.
Beautiful, solid.
Dead center. Can't ask for anything better there. All right,
Right.
now it's on Princess. Needs
Princess
to break
has
the
to match the
bullseye to
5.
keep it going.
Has to match the 5.
Lines up the shot.
Floats it in. Beautiful.
I think it's time for the clutch.
We're going clutch.
Who can clutch this one out?
She had a little bit of a sign of doubt on her face. She's like, ooh.
Yeah, walking back, it looked like she was a little uncertain whether that one was going to land in or not.
All right, State Farm lines it up. And a beautiful clutch. We found State Farm's strength.
Oh my goodness, y'all. That's one clutch. We're going to zoom in here to see if we can get her this second one.
All right,
Princess lining up the shot.
Oh, even a drop.
We haven't seen a dropped axe all tournament long.
Not bad, though. No shame, no shame. Princess.
Absolutely.
Princess still had a 2-run lead. Now we're just up by 1. Still only has to put one more game away. State Farm has to climb up through another 2.
Yep, State Farm is still definitely on the back foot here.
If she can keep him off that big axe, I think Princess has a good chance.
100%. Going in here, both.
Bullseyes. We are into it. That's it. State Farm is going to have to play for his life through these hatchets to get to that big axe again.
And that's really not a spot you want to be in, especially in the loser's bracket.
Absolutely not.
Knowing that each game could be the last of the night, it's got to be weighing on our competitors here.
Princess lining it up again.
Beautiful 5. Beautiful
Fives.
5s.
We're 15, tied it all.
You know, Beautiful 5s was the name of my jazz band in college.
Was it?
Yes, we played specifically music from the Brubeck 5.
Oh, I was thinking like Just 5, that old music group when the scene age was around.
Do you mean Take 5?
There was like 5 different bands with the name 5 in it, I believe.
Oh.
Hey, look, speaking of 5s, we're up to 20 going into the final throw, and I believe it's clutch shots all around again.
Oh,
Princess
my.
with a solid one. Is State Farm in? No. I think that's it.
I don't think
Princess
so. That
takes
is-
the game.
Oh, and a wonderful sportsmanship coming out of both
sportsmanship.
of our competitors.
Claps all around. Claps all around.
That's right, folks. And
I'm going to get my ear out, start listening for who we need. That's the spirit.
one of our competitors isn't too bent out of shape about losing today. And that's okay. That means you just get a couple of extra drinks into your system so that you can enjoy the final game a little bit more.
We got more lanes here. You can always go through while you have some drinks and don't have to worry about keeping that average up anymore.
Absolutely. All of the stress now is just off of the shoulders. There's really, I don't want to say there's nothing to worry about anymore, but let's be honest, there's not much to worry about anymore. All you got to worry about now is the chive at the end of the night.
Yeah, that's it. Just make sure you have the Uber home. Always drink responsibly.
All right, and while we are waiting for our next competitor to step up, we're going to be playing a quick commercial. We'll be right back here in a few seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Stay right there.
Ace, a skilled sharpshooter in their respective tradecraft. Do you have what it takes to be an ace? Located in Homestead, Pennsylvania at the Bank on 8th, Ace Axe Throwing is the place where you and your friends can throw axes, drink, have fun, and compete to become an ace. Open Monday through Sunday. Book your tickets online today at www.aceaxethrowing.com. Discover who the ace really is.
All right, what is up, folks? Sorry to end that commercial early. However, we got back into the game so quickly.
Yeah, our competitors are not hesitating. We have Connexican versus, I think we're back in the winner's bracket now, Connexican versus Big Gulp.
And Big Gulp is going to need a big score to be able to take down the tournament favorite here tonight. We are on the going into the third throw here, and we're up to 10 apiece.
I will break the fourth wall. Jane has waited all night for Big Gulp to come into our lane so you can say that exact phrase.
I mean, Big Gulp is just rife with puns, especially against some of the other competitors. We're going to see what names manage to get put up next. But I believe that was throw
solid.
number 4.
18 to 20 with Connexican with a lead. Connexican calling the clutch to put it away, and he has been solid the entire tournament.
And again, with Connexican's averaging over 80 points a game.
And that's it. That's clutch. He just puts it away, showing why he is the person to beat this game.
Absolutely. And I don't even know if you want him to throw first in your match anymore.
I don't know. I would just be intimidated no matter what. But Big Gulp, he's here to play. Big Gulp is here to play. He's ready to knock the king off his throne.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important to note, Big Gulp is number 8 seeded going against the number 1 seed Connexican. So while there is definitely a skill disparity between the two of them, it's not as big as you might think. The top 10 in the league are very close. He's down about 10-point average per match, But again, this is still anybody's game. Just that little extra bit of pressure is really all you need to be able to send a #1 competitor over the edge.
And we're tied 15-15. I think we're 20-20. We're into it. Going for clutches.
All
Axes are tapped. We're ready.
This is Big Gulp's chance here, I believe.
We could
I'm
send
not
it
sure
into
who gets
Axe.
the first throw. It is going to be Big Gulp, it looks like. I lied. Not only am I... Oh!
They both got it.
Double
We're
clutches.
seeing Big Axe.
There
Now,
we-
this is where Connexkin said that he will spend most of his practice because he does not have as much surety with his Big Axe as he does his hatchet.
Absolutely. The hatchets are oh man, I don't even know how to describe the hatchets. They're so on point every time. All right,
Looks
the rock
like Big
paper
Gulp is going first. We line it up.
and here we go.
Big Gulp throws. And I mean, we broke paint, but I believe that's still bullseye as well.
That's right. I believe at this point we are still just at the paint break stage.
We have not got a rule change yet, so until we get that.
All right, here we go. Connexkin lining up the shot in the paint. All we need is in the paint.
More there. All right, we're heading up for now. It's bullseye throw. Big Gulp steps up. Solid launch and a beautiful bullseye.
Wonderful. Right down the center. Can't ask for any better.
No question at all.
Here we're going to see
Connexkin lines it up.
Connexkin try to match it. He's lining up his throw. You can see his head there right at the bottom of the screen.
We're low.
I think we're low. I think we're looking at a majority here.
Are we? All right, I think that's it. Connexkin drops the game. Big Gulp is here to play. If you can get him to those big axes, you have a good game going.
And we mentioned it before. The only losses Connexkin has suffered have
in
been in
overtime.
overtime.
Absolutely.
So overtime is really the spot where Big Gulp can try to shine and shore up those games that he might be dropping. But until we get to throw number 5 again, I think we're just going to be waiting again to see if he can land those clutches.
That's it. I see it every time. We're gonna go down to the clutch throw on the big axe now. Big Gulp's found it.
Yep,
Big Gulp's in his stride.
especially as we move further into the bracket, seeing the more, I don't even want to say the more seasoned or more veteran players in the league. It's really about,
We're
once
going
we
clutch shots.
once we get down to those top 8 players, they're all going to be so close in averages that, again, it becomes anybody's match.
Connexkin lines it up and nails the clutch. Big Gulp has to answer. And we. Ooh, are we right? Oh. We got some debate.
We're gonna transition right over here.
I think
It's looking outside of the paint to me from back here, but
it's looking like he cut the paint and it's on the right side of the axe, but I think they're rolling it no. I think it's a no. I think that's a game for Connexkin.
all right. With that, Connexkin goes up 2-1. We are on game point. We're still in the best of 5.
Manages to avoid the big axe. Solid bullseyes again. It's just a guarantee. Let's just get to the 5th axe and see if we can throw that clutch.
Yeah, we really have. We've got quite some time to, discuss whatever we want.
We're going into the 3rd axe.
Yeah, we can really discuss anything we want. All right, here's more axe throwing.
I have to keep. Oh, that's the whole point, buddy.
So now,
4th
Dice,
axe.
we have seen plenty of wonderful axe throwers go in here today, but we've seen them all throwing the same regulation axe. What you know how in other games, like CS:GO, you can get skins for your guns to make them look cooler. What skin would you want to put on an axe to really make yourself stand out from the competition?
Oh, I'd have to have a beautiful clutch out of Big Gulp. Beautiful clutch out of Connexkin again. We're going into big axe again. We're going into big axe. I would absolutely need. I would like my pirate flag logo on there right now. I'm so obsessed with that thing.
Nice. Would you put the skull and crossbones on the actual axe head itself?
Oh yeah, so you know what's coming into you.
Beautiful.
All right, Connexkin lining up that big axe. And we got a solid bullseye. All right.
Beautiful, dead center, all you can ask for.
All right, big gulp lining it up. Remember, we just have to break the paint on this one, but if you can throw the bullseyes, you might throw some intimidation. And it's beautiful every time. Bullseyes are
That's
live.
it. That's all it is. At this point, it's the intimidation factor almost. All right. And I believe
we're going up. Are we just? Oh, did we skip break the paint on this one?
Oh my
I heard
goodness
Connexton
gracious.
say we're going up. Lining it up. He's slightly to the right. This broke him last time.
That's right. He's really lining up the shot. He does not want to miss this one.
And he gets it. We're good.
Beautiful throw. It's up to Big Gulp to answer.
All right, we have to match it.
Can we get 32 ounces of big, delicious axe?
Oh, but we're to the left.
High and to the left.
That's it. Connexton takes the match.
In a very competitive round, though.
That
Once
was
again,
competitive. That was close. That was a close game.
coming down to the clutch on the big axe, and it's important to note since we did go back into the winner's bracket.
Big Gulp has a chance. Big Gulp can still come back. I want to see some more Big Gulp.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a wonderful game out from all of our competitors, but
All
Big
right.
Gulp definitely giving Connexton a run for the money.
Absolutely.
And I think we've seen a little bit of the weakness here.
Yeah, we saw Connexton actually drop a game.
I think the only way we're going to be able to take as if we're throwing, the only way we're going to see people take down this tournament favor is by getting into the overtime big axes.
You got to make sure you get the big axe every time. And looks like we're stepping into our next one. We have Daddy versus Smiles.
Daddy Smiles. That's what
We have the number 2 Daddy. So this is Daddy is the one to look out for as well. He's got a hell of a run going through this league.
Absolutely. Daddy, I believe, is currently number 2 in the standings before we started today.
All right, 2 5s.
Smiles bringing up number 7. And as far as point averages, Daddy is averaging about 79 points a game. Smiles averaging 72.
All right, we're to the 3rd throw, and we're already tied at 10.
Yeah, and again, I think with that 7-point difference that you're seeing in each match is the difference of the clutch.
Yeah, it's absolutely just the reliability of if you can hit it or not. It has to be on point every time.
Yep. And just to give y'all an update, we do have, it looks like, Slab.
Daddy might be a little high. Oh, Daddy called the 3.
It looks like we got Slab and Setzer over on lanes 3 and 4, also throwing for their game. We'll give you an update on that score as we get a little bit later.
Ooh,
However,
Smiles goes for it, and he calls, he hits it.
we're seeing a thumbs up here.
That's game.
That is game number 1 going to Smiles.
Takes it from Daddy.
All smiles there, but none on Daddy's face as we head into round 2.
No, Daddy's got a serious look now. It's time to spank the children and put them to bed.
Daddy gonna get out the belt.
There you go. He's going to have to have a big comeback.
Looking like a
We're 5
pair
and 5.
of 5s to start, though.
Beautiful 5 from Daddy. Beautiful 5 from Smiles.
What do you think we see an LHAC there on Smile's shirt. What do you think it stands for?
I'm going to go with Laurel Highland something,
Oh, well, that's
since we're near it.
boring. But we are going into throw number 4, still 5s all around.
All right, we're going
That
back for the clutch
one-
throws. All
Yeah,
right, Daddy
and-
didn't drop this time. We're going clutch.
And I think we should be expecting near perfect games out of Daddy, being number 2 in the lead. Only 2 points behind the league favorite, Connexton.
They both missed. They both missed. We're going.
No, they both made it.
Did they both make it?
They
I think
both
did
handed
the-
in. They're calling for big axe. I thought they did. Hold on, let's
I mean, they're still
update the
tied.
score.
Yeah, they both.
I was
missed,
incorrect.
But they're
My
still
apologies.
tied, so they still go to big axe. But I say they both threw the thumbs down.
I'm not wearing my glasses today, so. Oh wait, they can see it on camera.
I'm saying you can clearly see that you've been wearing your glasses the whole time.
Nope, I don't believe in glasses.
All right, Daddy with a solid 5 on the big axe. Smiles lines it up. And all right, we were still doing paint though. We broke the paint. We're good.
Next round, going for bullies here.
Solid by Daddy.
Really taking his time with that one, lining it up and make sure everything was preset in before he even stepped up to the line.
He dropped that first round. He said, not again, not again. However, Smiles is not making it easy. Not at all.
No, he's giving him a
Answering
run for
every
his
shot.
money. We're going down to clutches once again on the big axe. Oh, I love to see it. Love to see it dice.
All right, here we go. Daddy lines up his shot. You can feel the tension. And we're in.
Oh, that's in there like swimwear. Beautiful shot there from Daddy.
All right, Smiles
All right.
lines it up.
We're going in for the next one. Oh,
That's no to the left.
little low and to the left.
Oh, Daddy answers back. We are one game apiece.
One game apiece. Remember, we are still in best of fives. We will be moving into the best of sevens here momentarily. Daddy lines up. Beautiful
5 and 5.
throws. Beautiful throws. And just to give you guys an update on the match going off to our right, we're looking at a 2-2 for Slab and Setzer, both of
into
them
the
going
final
into
round
their
of
last couple of throws. That one's going to come down to neck and neck. However, back here on our lanes,
We haven't dropped an axe yet. 15-15.
15 all, and once again, it's going to come down to that big axe clutch.
It could. It could. I never doubt. I never doubt just the one time you slip up and that clutch just gets out of your grasp.
Both
So.
players calling for the clutches, it looks like.
Daddy nails it.
It's
Both
looking
nails
like,
it. We're going to big axe.
yep, confirmed. Big axe going into the tiebreaker round.
That's it. We're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a lot more big axe now, and I'm super excited.
Absolutely. The big axe was never something I got into throwing. For anybody back home who throws hatchets, what's the strategy difference when you go to throw for these big axes?
Oh, it's a completely different game all in general. You're a completely probably about 5 feet back from where your normal start point is. Aside from ass and titties, everybody usually does a two-handed. It's a beautiful throw by Daddy. Look at that. Everybody usually goes for the two-handed overhead, and it is an extreme, not an extreme weight difference, but the length of the handle can throw you off completely.
And I was gonna say, even in between, you mentioned ass and titties will throw the big axe one-handed. It from what I saw earlier, it looks like he chalked up way high on the handle to be able to balance that well across his shoulder.
Oh, I think
That's gonna be
if that's
a
majority, I
close
think Daddy
one.
takes it. We calling for caliper. I think if that's majority, Daddy takes the round.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna zoom in and see what we can get for you folks back home. Getting out the caliper, it's looking majority from back here.
Yeah, I have to say majority. We're good. We're good.
Calling
That's the
for
round
majority.
for Daddy. All right. Didn't even have to go for clutch this time.
All right, I believe that means Daddy goes up 2-1 in games. He is on game point, trying to cinch out this round for him.
He lost that last one. He lost that first one, and he said, "Not again. Not again."
Yeah, really trying to bring that gold home for Ace Axe throwing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Some people would call it a conflict of interest for somebody working to be playing in the same league, but I would like to counter with, it's more fun this way.
It's absolutely.
Speaking of more fun, both players shooting exceptionally well tonight. Still more fives. I don't think we've seen less than 5 on any of their throws, except I believe Daddy may have
No,
dropped.
Daddy dropped one.
Daddy dropped 1 in the very first match. Since then, though,
We've had perfect 5s except for that missed clutch. But 5s, 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 baby. 5s in the chats. 5 everywhere. 5s.
throw up your high fives.
We need 5 emotes. Just 5s all around.
Oh,
Daddy is the
and
real deal.
what's
What's up, Joey?
Joey Deasy out in the chat. David
Clutch,
McIntyre.
clutch, baby. We're going back to Big Axe again. Let's go.
And Caleb and Logan, thank y'all so much for joining in the chat today. We're going in. Oh my gosh, we're going into Big Axe again.
I'm excited.
Oh my god, oh, this is.
Daddy's bringing it out. Here we go. Daddy kicks us off. Dead in the bullseye.
Can't ask for anything better than that.
He's not wavering. He's not giving up a minute.
Yeah, he really, his previous throws, I saw, it looked like he was trying to lock everything together before he even stepped up to the line. But here, I feel like he's trusting his instincts more.
Okay.
He's feeling good because he's a matchup,
Oh yeah.
and he's really playing it to the metal here.
He's solid with this Big Axe too. I've seen Daddy throw outside of competition, and he is solid with this Big Axe. That's 5.
All
That's
right, we
5.
are
That's
seeing
points.
majority there.
We got to land this 5, Smiles. Is that it? Yeah, we got it. Good
That's
job, Smiles.
beautiful, Beautiful throws coming in from both competitors as we head into the big axe
going up.
clutch.
We're going up. Daddy can put it away if he can nail this.
Here we go. We're going to zoom in on these clutches. I want to get all of the action here. He's taking the shot.
We're low. Ooh. Okay, here's Smiles' window.
This is Smiles' chance to bring it to game point. Let's see if he can clinch it. He's lining it up. Oh, the bounce.
All right. We get another big axe.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
Looking at the camera, it looked like that would have been in if it stuck too.
The handle
That's a
hit
real
just a little
shame.
bit. Like I said, that handle is everything. It can make her. It's a big difference. You get used to throwing that tiny thing, and then all of a sudden that big. Ooh.
We can't quite see well from our angle, but
No, he's calling for the no. Honest
Daddy
players.
gives us a thumbs down. Daddy no likey.
Daddy no likey.
Daddy no likey that throw. Once again, Smiles.
To the right. To the right.
All right, and if you remember the rules from earlier, it looks like they're going to have one more shot to try to hit that clutch.
One more clutch, and then we got to go back to the bullseyes to prove we're still going. Prove we're still good. Still have that accuracy.
All right, here we go. Once again, Daddy not trusting his instincts this time. He's really lining it up when he goes
And
up to the
that's
plate.
it. That hits it. That's solid.
No contest. Wonderful shot there by Daddy.
Smiles has to answer, or he is dropping to losers.
Here we go.
I think we're high. We're high. That's it.
It's looking high on the camera as well.
Daddy takes it. Daddy's moving on. He wants Connexicon. He wants him.
And truth be told, I think that's the matchup that we're expecting to see here.
That's the one.
The
that's
number
gonna be a
one
big one.
and number 2 seed coming up. Well, not coming up. It's still going to be quite some time before we get to see that action.
They will have to win out in order for us to see, but we're getting close to, I think we're in winter semifinals after this. We're going down to losers, though, because we have Bedazzled and Big Gulp. We get to see Big Gulp step back up, and Bedazzled, he's had a solid run since getting dropped down to losers. He's been eliminating everybody on his plate.
Yep, absolutely. And just to give you guys a reminder of some of the scores that we're looking at today, Big Gulp, as I'm searching
Big Gulp is
through
8th in
here.
our statistics here. He's averaging about 70 points per match. He has hit a couple of 81s, and he's looking to take down, who are we up against again?
I believe they're going up against
It's
Bedazzled.
There it is. I couldn't find
The
him.
11th seed, averaging 67 points, so only a 3-point difference in the average per match. And when we look at the average per axe, Bedazzled is at 4.4.
Big
And
Gulp with a 4.7. So those bullseyes could actually play a part here.
Yeah,
one
bullseye's
small
gonna be
drop can play everything in this.
absolutely. Looking at these stats, we're just looking at this on the score sheet. This is going to be a neck-and-neck fight. When we look through some of the games earlier today, though, I believe Bedazzled we saw going to a game 4 or 5 multiple times.
But we did see a couple of drops. I mean, we saw 1 or 2 out of Big Gulp, but a couple of 3s came out of Bedazzled pretty often in the matches. So that could be the big difference here. If Big Gulp can just put away with 25 points over an 18, it'll be a big difference.
Yeah, Big Gulp
You
looking
don't
to
have
make
to see the big axe.
Big Gulp looking to make a big difference here as we get started with our throws for the evening.
And it might be immediately that Big Gulp might have dropped one.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Bedazzled got it, and we're already calling.
Oh my goodness, it looks majority to me, but we are going to get a close up here.
All depends if that bottom part is in, because you only count for the part that is actually in the wood. If a piece of the axe is actually out of the wood, you do not account for that part.
Really, the axe itself?
Yeah, so if
Oh, I
sometimes
see.
it's better to go for just the tip getting lodged in, but sometimes it can make or break you, because if you miss it by a little bit and have nothing on the bottom end to stick in, it could be your downfall on it. That's why the float techniques are really cool, because you see it and it's just that front edge that goes in, and then the bottom half is all out.
Yep. When a majority of the axe is in the paint, it's a lot easier when you only got a little bit sticking in there.
You only have to measure a tiny bit to make sure.
Oh man, this is really
This
coming
is
down
close.
to.
He's been up there for a minute. Oh, I think
It's
we're
looking. He might be looking for another referee.
I
We
think-
might be needing a third set of eyes.
Do we need a third set of calipers?
Oh, we're calling for a math equation here.
Here we go.
That
Got a
axe,
second ref going up.
you can see it there on the screen. I mean, that axe looks dead on. There's probably a little bit of the blade sticking out the bottom, and I feel like that's where a lot of this confusion is coming from for how to call this play.
I know you said it's a game of inches, and you made fun of me, but I promise you, this game can't come down to centimeters. It can come down to just the very .05s of an inch. Type
Oh yeah, there's there's a reason that we don't have a ruler up there and we have a caliper that measures the millimeters.
And we have 8 different people who will walk up to do it to make sure that everything is called exactly correct.
Yeah, this is going to be the 4th person looking at this axe, the 2nd person with the calipers, and it looks like I'm seeing some head nods.
Looking for a ruling? I don't know what.
I'm not sure what the ruling was there. Definitely a 5 out of Bedazzled.
Definitely a 5 out of Bedazzled. We're waiting for an update or somebody to give us a.
All right, it looks like that first throw by Big Gulp was ruled a 3.
Was ruled a 3, so he was just a little low, but Bedazzled answered back with a 3, and Big Gulp got a 5, so we are tied at 8.
Yep, absolutely. It's still anybody's match here today.
And we got 2 bullseyes. We're still tied going into the 4th axe now.
All right. Beautiful bullseye, beautiful bullseye.
bullseyes. All right, we are 18 to 18.
All right.
Are we going high? I think we're going up.
Got axe throwing going up on a Tuesday. We're here in the 5th throw of the first game here.
Big
It's looking
Gulp looks
a
high.
little high.
And Bedazzled completely to the left.
Oh, man, we might be calling in a ref again.
No, I think Big Gulp's calling the no. I think we're going Big X. Big X tied at 18.
I'm a simple man. I like big axes, and I cannot lie.
I see a Big X. I like a Big X.
What can I say? It's like Texas. The bigger, the better. No, I'm sorry. Texas is everything.
Everything's
is better,
bigger in Texas.
Bigger, which makes it better, right?
That's the belief.
Fair enough. Regardless here, going into
Breaking the paint. We're good.
good on that first one. Let's see how Bedazzled answers back.
Bedazzled lining it up.
Going to take the shot.
And we're still only on round 1.
This is still the first match of this round, man.
I was like, oh wait, who has the edge here? Who can sit comfortably? But nobody. Everybody, they're playing for it. And this is losers bracket, so we are playing for lives here.
Playing for keeps. Next throw goes in. Paint broke.
That's 5. That's the 5er now. We're going for points now. It's not just paint.
Ah, thank
That's
you much.
5er.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna be
Are we
getting.
calling caliper again, or are we?
Well, it looks like we're eyeballing it first.
Well, I think Bedazzle gives the approval. Yep, we're 5-ing.
We're calling it good. I think that means we go to clutches now.
5-ing in the chat. 5's in the chat.
All right, and for this lovely one, you know we've got to get. Oh,
I think we're high though. Yep, round 1 goes to Big Gulp. Okay, so Big X decides it. We are going into round 2.
round 2 as we update the scores. Big Gulp only getting the lead by, it looks like 2 points there at the end. So,
That's all it is. That was the smallest difference.
5s all around. 5s all around. That's what we like to see.
More of a fast start this round now. Ooh, I think
Ooh.
a pair of 3s.
Subpar throws from both of the players here.
Asking for the caliper again.
We're seeing the caliper again. Here we go. We're gonna get a nice little zoom
Are we
here.
measuring both, and who are we measuring first?
It looks like
Looks
we're
like
gonna
we're
be
going for
measuring
Bedazzled.
Gulp first.
Bedazzled. This is
Bedazzled. My apologies.
I got you, homie. I got you. That's why there's 2 of us.
Props.
All right.
All right.
Getting a good look at Daddy's head.
So if I had a wonderful axe throwing skin to put on my axe, I would absolutely make it like cyberpunk aesthetic, not the game, because then it would never hit the target. It would glitch out.
It would glitch out and go in the roof over
It would hit a bullseye in somebody else's lane. But it's looking like we're getting the nod of approval on the first one.
So I'm assuming we're calling a 5 for Bedazzled. We're getting the measure in for Big Gulp right now. A little bit of a quicker one.
I think I saw a nod for both of them. I'm thinking we're looking like another pair of 5s,
We got a 5
perhaps.
on Bedazzled. We got a 3 on Big Gulp. It was a 3 for
Wow,
Big Gulp, so
that
he
was a
drops 2.
Close call, but he's answering back with a bullseye. That one made him mad.
Say Bedazzled's keeping the lead, though. Bedazzled can't afford to drop it here.
Absolutely not. Bedazzled really needs to get this game back in his control.
Big Gulp with a solid 5. Bedazzled with a solid 5. You can see the power starting to come out now.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's just the length of time that we've been into this tournament now. They're both getting a little antsy, or if it's actually them looking to power through what they're looking at.
Bedazzle's calling it.
I'm not sure quite what I heard. We're going to update the score here. It is a
Yeah.
5. It's
has
got to
to
be
go top.
mostly paint.
Big Gulp has to go top. And he missed.
Ooh, just a little low there.
We're going into round 3. We're tied at 1.
One game apiece, however, a much better game coming out of Bedazzled than we
Bedazzled
saw
managed
last.
to keep him out of the big axes.
Starting
Solid
off,
5s. Good round, good round.
thumbs up from everyone.
Five from Bedazzled. We got a 5 from Big Gulp. Going into third axe.
The 3X is really, all you need for a good player show. So we could probably just cut it here.
Going into fourth axe. Now this is the one. We've seen a couple drops here on the fourth axe, so this is where the pressure can set in. And Bedazzle's solid. Big Gulp is solid. We're going high.
Both players really starting to feel the pressure.
We're signaling high.
They're both going for clutch. Let's see what we can see. Ooh,
I think we're to the right on Bedazzled. But I think Big Gulp's solid. That's a good gulp. That went down easy.
That was a wonderful cherry Coke fresh out of the machine.
A perfect 27 out of Big Gulp. He's turned it around 2 18s in a row, and now he's a perfect 27. We got this.
Ooh. Was that Big Gulp throwing a 3?
No, yeah, Big Gulp threw a 3.
That's
That's commentator's curse right there, if anything.
That's not a good way to start the match. You definitely don't want to start 2 points behind. Already heading into throw number 3, and
Solid out of Bedazzled. You can see the chips flying from Bedazzled's wood.
yeah, he's really making sure he doesn't drop any of these. He wants these to stick
round,
and stay.
It could be the last round for him. He's playing like his life depends on it because it do.
It do.
It do.
It do be like that sometimes, and it's like that right now.
20 to 18. Bedazzled going for it. Makes Big Gulp go for the clutch to tie.
Perfect 5s down the side for Bedazzled. He's trying to lock away this fourth game to put him at game point.
Are we up? Are we high, or did we get it?
Oh, he's climbing up on the boards.
No, I
But
think that's
no
it. I think we're
dice.
going into round 5. Ooh, last round hype in the chat. Let's go. Last round.
All right, this is the match that's going to decide who stays in and who goes home.
Oh.
Big Gulp again. It looks like starting with a 3. That's not where you want to play from.
That first axe is getting to him. He's letting that first axe get to him. Oh, but Bedazzled might have just earned one too. Yep, Bedazzled confirms it. We're tied at third axe.
Just
8 to
like
8.
that, Bedazzled letting Big Gulp back into the game.
Just as fast as those doors open, baby, they close. Oh, that might be a drop.
I think Game 5 is really getting to both of the players. I don't know if it's the pressure of the game or if it's
Calling
just
for the caliper
if they're starting to
again.
tire out. But we're going to get a zoom in here. We're breaking out the caliper for, I think this is the 4th time this match.
I believe so, yeah. First round's caliper took a while. I think we had 2 in the first round.
All right, looks like you can see him there clearing away some of those extra wood chips, making sure they have the best sight line of where that axe is actually landing. And you really called it. The later we get in this tournament, the more we're going to see that caliper come out.
That's it. You were playing for every second, every inch that you can.
All right, we're seeing the nod of approval, tapping axes
Tapping
here.
axes. We're at 13-13, going into the fourth axe. So Bedazzled did get to pull out that bullseye.
Oh, and it's looking like a bullseye.
No, I think we're good. Yep. Big Gulp's approved. 18-18. We're going high. We're going high again.
Oh my goodness! Last round of the game, coming down to the final
We've
throw.
only hit one clutch this round.
That looks
Big
like a
Gulp hit
mixed
one
clutch.
this round.
Ooh.
Oh, I think Bedazzled got it.
Both. Hold on. What are we seeing? We're seeing some tapping axes.
There's a
We're
shake
seeing
the
a
hand.
hug.
There's the hug. That's Bedazzled's round.
I do think that is the game, and that is Bedazzled moving forward.
He dropped that one game, and he has been fighting back like a monster. Bedazzled is here to play.
An awesome game from both players, though. We saw that coming down to the wire so many times. When one player dropped an axe, the other one dropped it just to let him back into the match.
Every window was open that you could. And you can see, like, Big Gulp had some of the best statistics that we have in the league, and still mainly 18s through that whole round. Just one small drop. That's all you need.
Yep, with that, it looks like we're going to be dropping down into the losers bracket with the 7th ranked Smiles and the 12th ranked Princess.
Now, Princess was solid last time she was up, but Smiles has been fighting back just as much. But
Yeah.
Princess was really, really solid last time she was in.
Smiles did last longer in that winner's bracket, though.
Yes. It took a little bit, but Princess has been eliminating people as been going on, so.
It is true, and it looks like
I think we're gonna get some wetting the boards down.
but maybe not. Oh, it looks like they're just going to get right into it.
Are we determining?
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, I meant to transition first. It looks like we might be
We're questioning the softness.
either questioning, they might be questioning the status of that board itself. If you take a look, we are seeing a little bit of chipping.
There is a good bit of wear and tear on it.
Now, as an axe coach, isn't a little bit of chipped wood generally better? Doesn't that make it a little bit easier to sink?
When you're teaching somebody, yes. But as far as the competition goes, you don't want to give anybody an unfair advantage. Granted, they do swap between boards, but if you went the full 5 rounds, Princess would end up on this board, so you don't want anybody to have any kind of advantage at all.
That is fair.
And the more chewed up the wood is, it does look like it plays to Princess's throw style a little bit, because that float in, you have a lot easier of a time getting in there.
That's true. And speaking
But
of
we are tied.
advantages, at this point, I don't think there are any.
No,
It's looking like
Smiles.
Oh, Smiles is calling out
for the 3.
Princess takes a 2-point lead here.
And she's shown she's reliable on those clutches, so a 2-point lead could be all she needs. And we're going into final throw. So Princess can go for the 5 and make Smiles go for the clutch, or she can put it away right now.
Yep, and Princess does have to throw first.
And she hits the 5, solid, making putting the pressure on Smiles, either big axe or either big axe or lose.
All right, lines up the clutch shot. Ooh, it's looking a little high.
I think we got it. I think the bottom's in. We're into big axe.
Big axe. My
25
eyes
to
doth
25.
deceive
We're
me.
seeing big axe.
Oh man, I love seeing going into big axe, even down here in the losers bracket.
It's always exciting. I want to throw the big axe after the fight, after the tournament. I want to go up and throw some big axe.
Even after, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to get at is at this point we're so far into even the losers bracket that we're going to be seeing so many more close matches just like this one.
All right, we got break the paint on Smiles. Now let's see if Princess can answer back. And we're solid. And she's getting in on that. She's honing in on that bullseye, getting ready for the points round.
Yeah, no reason not to try to throw a bullseye even on your first shot in.
Oh, Smiles a little low. Smiles got a 3. So if Princess can throw a bullseye on this, she takes game 1.
Yeah, he got it in the paint, but again, we are playing majority, so it's not enough here. All we need is Princess to float in that last shot.
Oh, but she hits the 1, and it goes to Smiles. Smiles takes it. We are going into round 2, switching sides.
Switching sides. Now you're going to see Princess on the right side here. Smiles gets the first throw, but it looks like they're throwing pretty much in tandem regardless. And speaking of regardless, it's more 5s. More 5s regardless of what happens.
More 5s no matter what. 5s in the chat.
High 5s, low 5s, the 5-0, all of them. Get all the 5s in the chat.
Princess might have got I think that's a 3 for Princess.
That's definitely a 3 for Princess. We're going to see. This is Smiles' chance to run back and grab the game to tie it up here.
If he can hold the 5s the entire time. He did have a 3 last game. So I'm not counting Princess out yet, but
Absolutely.
he was reliable with those clutches. He could put it away if he rides it out.
And we could see Smiles putting Princess in the same situation that Princess put Smiles in at the end of round 1.
Nope, that's another 3.
However, that being said,
That ooh, that's not what you want to see.
Smiles now with a 4-point lead
Just
going
needs to
into the
hit the bullseye.
final axe.
Hits the bullseye and puts it away.
And that's it.
And
That's game.
That's game 2. Just like that. That's game 2.
Game 2, Smiles is up 2. However, I still fully believe that Princess can run this one back.
It is possible. This would be the full comeback you've been waiting for. But starting with a 3 against the 5.
Wait. Did I say this was the full reverse sweep? I meant
It's
it's coming later.
It's your chance at it, but that's you hate to see that start on the game 5.
Absolutely.
Smiles has found his rhythm. He's got the muscle memory down, and he's going.
Yeah, at this point, everybody is warmed up. You don't need to worry about the warm up at this point. You got to worry about the fatigue. And in a long form tournament like this, is the fatigue on your throwing arm? How much of an effect does that have on your game?
I think it's more of the prep, being able to hold it and aim it up before you release, that it starts to affect more the setup more than anything. Smiles called clutch. Smiles wants to put it away. Doesn't want to give Princess an opportunity at that big axe.
To be fair, he is 2 games up. Oh my
and we nailed
goodness.
it just like that. 3 games in a row with the sweep. Smiles takes it.
Smiles takes it, but wonderful
25,
competitive
25,
nature.
27. Not a bad round, Smiles. Not a bad round at all.
Absolutely. A wonderful competitive nature as we see our 2 contestants hugging it out there at the end.
And we're getting called for the next match almost immediately. We have Jordan and Bean Flicker coming up. Jordan has made his way all the way through. Oh, no, he did drop at one point.
Yep, Jordan and Bean Flicker at the bottom of the losers bracket. And it looks like both of our players are beginning to step up to the mound. The mound, is there what do you call it in
The line.
The line?
Stepping up to the line.
All right, he's there. Both of our players are stepping up to the line. It looks like we're going to wet down the boards here real quick, though.
We got.
Get that wood nice and soft.
So we have seen both these competitors throw on the hot lane, but at that same time, we haven't seen Jordan since the very beginning of the tournament against Wiener Wrangler. And Bean Flicker's the one who put Bedazzled into the losers bracket, wasn't he?
I do believe so.
I do believe
yes.
so.
All right, we've tapped axes. We're getting right into the game here. Jordan on your right side, Bean Flicker on the left. Bean Flicker takes the first throw.
And we're 5s all around again.
5s, 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 5s.
We're solid in the 5. Perfect all around. Bean Flicker, then Jordan. We got this.
Jordan really putting a little bit of elbow grease behind those throws. Really does not want any bounces to happen today. Beautiful. Again, we're all in the black.
We're lining up going into the 4th throw. Going for 20s. 20s all around.
Ooh.
We're going up. We're going up. Get ready for the clutches.
All right, I think
We
we've
need
seen.
a green dot emote that we can just spam.
If anybody out there in the Twitch chat or YouTube chat has wonderful green dot emotes, show us some love here.
Ooh, throw them up for Bean
Show.
Flicker, because Bean Flicker with a perfect clutch. Took it from Jordan. Perfect game for Bean Flicker.
No chance there to come back from that one. Here we go, round 2. Jordan's now on the left side, Bean Flicker on the right.
Oh, and the anger's getting to Jordan.
And I don't want to say it's how hard he's chucking that axe, but.
You can definitely tell the throwing styles are a little bit different.
And it looks like
Are we calling for caliper?
we might be seeing a caliper play here. Oh, I'm seeing some.
Going for 3. He says 3.
All
All
right.
right, Bean Flicker with an early lead.
Accepting the eyeball play. 2 points down is Jordan coming into throw number 2.
Oh, 3rd axe, and it's starting to get to Jordan. You can see it.
A very strong showing in the first game, but
Bean Flicker keeping cool and calm. There we go. Okay, we can bring it back.
bringing the 5s back. And remember,
Right, we do need Bean to drop one, though. We need Bean if we want Jordan to have a chance.
at least 1 drop.
But
At
no,
least-
he's solid every
ooh.
time. Oh, I think
No,
that's good.
that's a 3.
I think that's the nail in
point,
the coffin for this game.
at this point, Jordan's got to be looking
Say-
at round number 3.
If Bean Flicker hits a 3, it's get it out of your brain, move on. All right.
Yep. And that's all there is to it, really.
Can we see another sweep? Is it possible?
We just might. I mean, even if we look at the point values from round 2 to round 1,
Jordan, just a little high. got to shake it off. You got to get them cobwebs out. Bean Flicker's here to play. He wants a chance at that championship. Those are some nice trophies we got going away.
Oh. You hate to see it. Jordan with another 3.
This is for
And
losers, so I
unless-
think we're going to see Jordan's departure from this tournament.
I think so as well. Unless Bean Flicker can drop an axe
There we
here,
go.
I think it's game over.
But he's here to fight. He's not giving up yet. He hasn't thrown in the towel.
Absolutely. 4 points up is Bean Flicker going into axe number 4.
But puts it.
Bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. I don't think he's missed a bullseye yet.
No.
And this one, oh,
Going for 5. I think he called it. We don't have a scorekeeper up.
no, we don't have an official ruling on that score, but it looks like we are getting a
think we're saying
scorekeeper
5s and
in
5s.
here.
20-16. Once again, Bean Flicker just needs that bullseye, put it away.
Yep, and I'm not sure who throws first. It does look like Bean Flicker, and he
that's
locks
game.
it.
Locks it in.
Locking in a nut, 2 sweeps in a row.
That's crazy. We had a perfect game in 225s. Bean Flicker did not drop an axe. That was a solid game. You can tell the pressure is starting to get to some of our competitors, especially in the losers bracket.
Yep, and you can start to see right behind us, right back here, you can see some of the competitors who are enjoying a well-earned drink after their games today. We have seen no bad throwers.
No, there has been no, I mean, what? The only drops we've seen off the board completely has been Big Axe, which is understandable.
Yes,
So,
the lowest average per match in any of these players in the league is 55 games. And, you know, like we mentioned, a majority of these players are sitting right in the 70 range.
yeah, over half of our competitors, over 5 or 7 of our competitors here are in the high 75 percentages. So definitely nothing to sleep on. It's just you get to this level of competitiveness, and then it's a matter of can you keep up and keep that cool mind and calm head the entire time while you're also trying to show the skill that you have harnessed this entire time.
Yep,
Looks
absolutely.
like we're getting another board check as well. Make sure we're all ready for the next match.
Absolutely. And as they check those boards, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We will be right back in just a few seconds. All right, hello folks, welcome back to the 2021 Spring Finals Tournament. We are dropping down, we're almost into the semifinals. We're still doing round of 5s for a little bit more, and it looks like it looks like we're examining the boards here, really looking at if we're gonna need a board swap out. How important is the board swap to play? You know, we mentioned a little bit earlier, when the wood gets a little bit chewed up, it can be a lot easier to land unless you're really in this precision game of I can't remember what word I was going to say. Throwing it over to you, Dice.
It's a back and forth. So a board change can mean a lot just because you have that fresh wood in. It's not as chewed up as it was before. So it's just a matter of it won't float in as easily. So like I said, some of those competitors that have that float, like we saw with Princess and like we see with Ass and Titties, they have this nice float that goes in, and it can, if it doesn't get chewed up fast enough, it can somewhat play a detriment, but I don't think we're going to see it play much here. These are solid competitors that are constant with everything they do, and they know how much force they have to put in, even on a fresh board.
Absolutely. So the fresh versus cracked, you don't notice too much of the difference in between matches.
I think
so
it
to
becomes
speak.
more of a calling thing. You want a more solid circle for like the clutch or the bullseye, so whenever you get those very close calls where you can only determine if a slight bit of green is on the left side of the axe or something like that, you want it to be nice nice and solid there so that you don't have to worry about, oh, I caught a piece that was already chipped up before type deal. Because
Yeah.
as you see, like on screen now, if you look at the right clutch that we're examining, you can see that it kind of just through chops just starts to spread out a little bit more than that left clutch. So it gives you more of a wiggle room to hit that clutch, which makes it not as fair.
Yep, and if we skip over to looking at the target number 1 over here, you can see Connexkin here is examining the center board. That one is looking very chewed up, and actually, as I say that,
I was like, I think we have a semifinals game going on to the right here with Setzer and Connexicum. I mean, Daddy and Ass and Titties. I apologize.
that is all right. We're going to throw it back over here as we do see Slab coming in. It looks like he's replacing a couple of boards. And
that right clutch in question in general is the one that, yeah, look at it just fall apart too. It was cut in half. it was split. That is not a fair board to throw on, but I see Big Axes in our semifinal lane.
That's right. We're going to pull up the score for Daddy and Ass and Titties just to see what they're shooting at here as we try to get a visual for you fine folks. It's looking like a tied game in the first round of this semifinal match. Or, I'm sorry, it's not semifinals quite yet.
No, I think that Daddy versus Ass and Titties, that's semifinals, I believe. Well, that's winners semifinals, I should say. It's winners semifinals.
Yeah, looking back here just so that we can view the bracket.
And Daddy with a solid 5.
Yeah, these are not the semifinals. It's the one before the semifinals.
Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. Thank you. Yes, that's what professional sportscasters call it. As we're going to transition, we can't get quite a great shot there for that match. However, we do want to let you guys have something nice to look at, and that's not our ugly mugs.
I dressed up for today, man. I showed out.
I put in some beard oil today.
I put in some beard oil.
I fluffed myself up a little bit, trying to look nice here for the camera.
I did the opposite. I paced mine down. Got that stuff I got from you, that Amish oil.
Ah, it's wonderful.
Oh, we have a drop from Ass and Titties on the Big Axe.
And that is, you could see the frustration when he approached that one. Daddy's lining up for his shot.
And Daddy put it away. I think that's all you need. If you see a drop, that's all you need.
All you got to do is
break
hit it.
that paint. It becomes break the paint again. So
And
we have Daddy taking the first round while we're fixing up the rest of our boards here.
Yep, just to give everybody here a tournament update, it looks like they have swapped out a couple of boards. It looks like they've swapped out the right clutch on lane number 2 as well as the center board in lane number 1. Just trying to shore up some of those really chopped up pieces of wood there.
But we're into our second throw in the other match, and we are 2-5s again.
2-5s again. Let's refresh the scores here. Daddy up 1 game against Ass and Titties, but it really only came down to that dropped axe.
That's all it was. That one Big Axe drop can make or break it now. That's all it takes. Going into 15, this is where I'm expecting to see Big Axe almost every game. These competitors won't drop hatchet.
Yep, we are definitely reaching the point where I feel Big Axe is just going to be a competition staple.
We're going high. We're going high.
Yeah, it looks like both competitors calling clutches.
I think we're both in. We're solid on both sides. We're going to Big Axe again. Oh, I think we're lining up though. I think we have a hot seat match coming in.
It looks like the next round is going up. Here we have, it looks Connexicum versus Setzer.
And this is semifinals, winners semifinals. Because next is winners finals and then grand finals after all the loser brackets.
You know what, that's fair.
Mr. I Watch League of Legends.
You can't talk about League of Legends in axe throwing.
It's always relevant.
And funny. Speaking of relevant, the scores here are absolutely relevant.
We're 10 and 10, baby.
Like we mentioned, Connexicum, the number 1 seed coming in, Setzer number 4.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. And just across in this board, you can see 1, 2, 3, and 4 respectively, showing why they deserve to be in the top.
Absolutely. Almost perfect scores coming out from everybody. 4 5s for each side here. It looks like we're going for clutches.
Ooh, is that a miss from Setzer?
We're seeing a thumbs up.
We're We got 2 thumbs. We're seeing Big Axe. There we go. We're seeing Big Axe.
Big Axe coming in, and just to let you guys know the skill disparity between the two, it's not a lot. Only about 4-point difference in between each match, or their match average, I should say. And as far as perfect games, well, there we're seeing a little bit of a disparity.
There's a 12 game difference in the perfect game. So, but once again, as long as Setzer can take Connexicon to the Big Axe, this is where we've seen him drop his only game. So this is where he is somewhat human.
Yeah, when we're looking at overtime losses, Setzer only 3, Connexicon only 2. But I think that just shows that a majority of their games are going to go into overtime, and we're going to see the Big Axe a lot in this series.
Start settling in. If you're just getting in now, start settling in, because the rounds are going to go a little bit longer every time if we see this axe. Oh, we're going right high. We're ignoring the break the paint with these.
All right.
We're going into the clutch throw, I believe. Connexicon signaled for it.
Competitors tapping axes. Connexicon going up for the shot first, aiming for that clutch.
And we're waiting. Every throw counts. Every
Really
throw
lining
counts.
up that one.
And we're high. Oh. Got in his own head. That's it. Got in
This
his
is
head.
it. This is the chance for Setzer to take the first game here and get on his way to knocking the tournament favorite down into the losers brackets. And we are hearing from the chat. Come on, Dad, you got this.
For Bedazzled. I believe Bedazzled's still in our competition. He won the last game.
Honestly, I don't remember. That was a long time ago. But it looks like we're getting
Did Setzer
round
take
2.
it?
Setzer took the
took it.
first match.
Setzer took it with the clutch.
This is it. Oh, my goodness. We might be heading for an upset here. I don't know if you can count.
I'm gonna say it's
The number
one
4
game.
seed.
It's one game. Connexicon dropped a game already once, and he's fought back. But Setzer is here to play. Setzer is not going to let him take it easily.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Neither of these competitors are going to go down easy. Both of them are going to be scrapping tooth and nail for every single point that they can score this match.
We're into the third axe and 15 all. That's it. We're looking. I think every time it's just going to come to that big axe. These competitors can hit bullseye after bullseye, clutch after clutch like it's nothing.
Yep, and we're seeing Setzer with the arm behind the back before the throw. Is that something to just help with balance?
Everybody's a little bit different. So most of the people you'll see, if they throw right hand, they lead with their left foot. I'm different. It looks like Setzer might be different, but we got
pair of
double clutches.
Oh, my
We're
goodness.
solid, and we're seeing the big axe again.
Both of these players are out for blood. Setzer letting out
No, Setzer missed.
Setzer missed a match.
Oh, it was ruled a miss. Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, my God.
Connexicon took the round.
We might work.
Oh,
I'm
I
calling
missed-
these
you
too
know what?
short.
I missed the thumbs down. That's on me.
All right, here we go. Going into round number
tied it up.
3. We're tied 1 apiece and tied in the third match. 10 all going into axe number 3 as well.
Okay, we're in the 15-15. All right, just like that, though, man. Setzer had that lead and dropped it. That's all it takes.
It's just that one miss.
Oop. Sorry about that, folks.
My apologies for hitting my microphone. I'm a streamer, not a broadcaster. However, going here into throw number 5, we're
Going
seeing.
up. And we're solid. We're seeing big axe this time.
There we go.
Are
I
officially
can-
seeing big axe
Yep,
this time.
I can officially call this one. That was definitely a pair of clutches there that we saw.
It 100%.
One hundo, as the kids say these days. Is there any axe throwing slang? Are there like slang terms for different types of shots?
If you can
or-
replace any word with in your language with axe and like a pun, that's the slang. That's pretty much it.
Oh,
To my knowledge, again, I am not on the level of these competitors. These competitors are nuts. I throw for fun on the weekends when I don't have a group. These guys are here 3 or 4 days of the week, just constantly going back and forth with each other. And we got a solid throw out of Connexicon.
and so to speak, if somebody did want to really get into the sport and start throwing axes,
All you
where
have-
can they find us?
All you have to do is come down to Ace Axe Throwing at Homestead, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Yep.
I always get confused by that thing. Anyway, come down to Homestead, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Come see the bank on the 8th where you can throw some axes just like these guys. I think we had a transition with Connexicon taking another round. We are into the 4th round, and we're already kicking it off with a pair of 5s.
And another pair of 5s to follow. I mean, we can really expect, at this level of the competition, I think we can expect 20s for the first 4 throws.
You say that, but Setzer just had to do a little bit of confirmation there, so maybe the pressure's starting to get on just a tiny bit. Connexicon, though, keeping that cool head the entire time.
Yeah, Connexicon really not showing any fear. The only signs I have seen this guy start slowing up was when he was going for the clutch in
overtime.
Yeah, exactly. That overtime clutch, he really wants to make sure he's got that shot lined up and locked in before he lets it go.
But that's it. You have to get him so far until you see even a blemish on this guy.
Yep, I'm seeing thumbs up from both competitors. It does look like we will be going into Big Axe again. Connexicon is looking to close the match out.
Big Axe hype. Let's go. Connexicon can finish it off, and Setzer can bring this round into final rounds.
Yeah, let's see that Big Axe hype in the chat. Let's go. Here we are. We're shoring up for the first throw here.
And
beautiful.
I think we're 3. Oh, nope. We got the thumbs up. That's a 5er. So such a misleading angle sometimes.
Yep, we are a little bit higher up than the competitors are actually viewing down. So we can get a little bit of weird camera angles here. That's part of the reason we've been miscalling a few of these and
However,
why we
that
have
one is
an
solid by
actual ref
Setzer.
on deck.
Yeah, this is why you always keep at least 2 or 3 refs on deck.
Especially in a finals match.
But we're going up again. Now, this is where we've seen Connexicon weak. So this could be Setzer's big break to bring it into the final round and maybe knock the #1 seed into the loser's bracket.
Yeah, you can't see it on screen, but he is lining up his feet exactly where he wants it. He's got this down to a science.
And he hits it, though.
Beautiful.
He's not going down without a fight. Connexicon is here to win. He wants the trophy.
Setzer's got to hit the clutch to keep the game moving, and if not, he's going to drop down into the loser's bracket.
We could see him again, but there it is. We got a match. We got a match.
Beautiful clutches from both of the competitors.
Thank you, DZ. Big Axe hype in the chat, baby. This is what it's about. I've waited 2 hours for this much Big Axe.
Speaking of Big Axe, here we
lining up.
see.
Ooh, can we get
Just a
just to the
little off
right.
to the right. This is Setzer's chance. If he can land this clutch, he's going to take it to game point.
We could be in the round 5. This could be hype. This could be big hype.
Yep, keeping that high up view on the clutches. We want to get the best shot possible.
Oh, I think it's just low.
It's looking low on our end.
To keep up on the other games, though, it looks like we have Slab versus Bedazzled in the losers, and they're at Big Axe going for clutch as well. And Slab did miss his first clutch throw, so Bedazzled has a chance. Ooh, but very high for Bedazzled. Back to Connexicon.
Nixon really, I mentioned it last time, I'll say it again. Lining up that shot
And
perfectly.
he got it again. He meditates in, but he gets it.
When I say he's got this down to a science, I ain't joking, folks. He's got this down to a science. He knows exactly where he wants to line up his shot, and he's smacking it every time.
But Setzer has not given an inch and will not give an inch. He wants this. He wants to prove Connexicon is human. That's it. At this
Giants
point,
can bleed.
Giants can bleed.
If he can bleed, he can die, and we have seen Connexicon bleed once. But is he going to go down? He gets the first shot here for the next clutch. Man, he's really taking his time here. Locking it in. He goes for the throw.
And we're in. We're in.
Man, that board is getting split more than a banana on Sunday afternoon.
And we just replaced it too, and that's how fast it can make a difference. All right, Setzer lining up his shot again. There we go. There we go.
Oh my goodness!
Remember,
my
this is where
goodness.
Connexicon failed once and now has constantly hit 3 back-to-back clutches, and Setzer has answered every time.
Yeah, for those of
Every
you keeping
single
track
time.
at home, oh my goodness!
We are
Oh,
into the 4th clutch throw on the Big Axe right now of round 4, just to see if Setzer has another round to try to eliminate Connexicon from winners.
Yeah, a cool head really coming in from Setzer. He's gonna have to keep that cool.
Oh, but we have a drop. We see some blood. We see some blood from the Giant.
Now it's all a matter of can Setzer land this final clutch.
And even so, there's another round. This is just so Setzer stays in winners. and has another chance. And answers and takes it. We're going into round 5, final round hype of the match. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. And so when you do start going into those overtime rounds, they do keep track of, how many points were scored. For comparison, Setzer scored an additional 36 points on top of the normal 27. As we go into the first throws of our first match, Setzer put up a 3, Connexkin with a 5.
Get so used to that big axe, and then all of a sudden, it's not the same. It can mess with your throw, especially throwing that many times, hitting that many clutches in a row. Like, it can really mess with your throws.
But this Setzer is in huge danger here. The only axe that Connexkin has dropped have been on the big axe clutches.
Specifically. Every time.
Unless he misses the hatchet clutch, this game is already put away. Oh my god, the weight on Setzer's shoulders gotta be huge.
Beating. This is very intense.
We're going into the clutch throw here.
Connexkin can put it away.
Setzer's. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Setzer. I think Setzer knows what's coming. So that one drop right in the beginning could have been it all. And that's it. Connexkin puts it away.
That is game, set, match for Connexkin, but
amazing
that
game. That was
Setzer,
an amazing game.
Setzer gave him a run for his money.
That big, oh my God. Setzer still has a chance. He's still in the losers bracket, so we have a chance to see him again.
Absolutely.
But we have,
I believe the only game that we didn't get to see Connexkin play today was against Big Gulp. And Setzer has been like the only one who's really been giving Connexkin a run for his money here.
Yeah,
that was
okay. We're heading back down into losers. We got Smiles and Bean Flicker, and to keep you up, Bedazzled and Slab are still going at it, and they are back to the big axes.
That's right.
I would like to get a little bit of an update where we're at with them.
Yep, Bedazzled and Slab.
They are in round 3 of 5 with Slab having 2 games over Bedazzled and are fighting for the big axe. So Slab is looking to eliminate Bedazzled as we speak, and a solid bullseye out of Slab on the big axe. Pressure is on for Bedazzled to keep up.
Bedazzled misses this shot. He's out of the tourney.
And he answers right back. We're going for clutch on the big axe, but I think we're ready for Bean Flicker versus Smiles in the loser semifinals. Are we in loser semifinals?
Yes, we are.
We are in loser semifinals.
We will keep y'all updated on what the Bedazzled Slab match is looking like off to the side as well. But we're going to start off this one
with a couple of 5s, just like we have been.
A couple of wonderful 5s. Slab looks like he missed his clutch.
So
Bedazzled could clutch out the game here with a win.
Oh, but Bedazzled is low.
Still
and
going
speaking of low, I think Smiles is low high.
Smiles was a little high, and now his score dropped a little low. He's 2 points down on Bean Flicker.
And we've seen Bean Flicker. Bean Flicker is about as accurate as Connexkin is. He can hit everything up into those clutches, and has been pretty solid tonight with the entire clutch.
Absolutely. If he can flick axes half as well as Beans, he's in for a really good night here.
Oh, but he drops one. Bean Flicker's low.
Sorry for that caster curse there, Beans. He only needs 2 points to take the game, and it does look like the first game will be going over to Smiles, even after dropping that first axe to a 3.
That's all it takes. It looks like on the other side, though, we had Big Daddy take a game from Slab, so we are going into game 4 over there. Bedazzled, I'm sorry. Bedazzled took a game from Slab. Who did I say? Yes. Big Daddy? That's not even a competitor. I'm combining people.
There's Daddy, though.
There's Daddy and there's Big Gulp. All right, where are we at?
Speaking of Big Gulp Daddies, boy, am I thirsty.
Stay hydrated, folks.
If you're looking for a drink, you can get drinks right down here at Ace Axe Throwing with our full-service bar and, of course, the wonderful axe throwing you see before you. Meanwhile, going into throw number 4, we're seeing 5s for all of our competitors so far. That one may drop a little bit low, though.
We're calling it. That's a 5 for the Flicker. We're tied going 20. Are we going for the clutches?
Only one way to find out. It looks like Smiles lines up his shot.
And we're in for Big Axe. Big Axe hype.
A pair of clutches for Smiles and Bean Flicker. A little bit of aggravation coming out. I think Bedazzled might have been knocked out.
No, Bedazzled missed his clutch on the hatchet throw, and Slab has a solid axe in. With that, Slab is moving on to fight Ass and Titties in the, what is this?
Loser semis.
Yeah, we're going into loser semis. We are in losers quarters right now.
All right, here we go. Still tied game. We're in the
Solid
big
big axe out of Smiles. Solid big axe. All right, Bean Flicker's lining it up. All right, we're into 3. Points alive. Okay, so now it matters where it lands. It doesn't just have to break paint. You want those bullseyes. And low. I think that's a 1.
That's not where you want to be.
There's a good bit of board Flicker can hit.
Smiles is a game up, so he can afford to lose a round, but you really don't want to here. This is not where you want to be dropping
puts
games.
it away. See, last time Smiles was up, he swept he swept his competitor, but now we have a game. We have a nice game.
Yep, an honest-to-God game coming up. Once again, Bean Flicker is going to be throwing on your left here, Smiles on the right. And it's looking like a pair of 5s to start the game.
We're questioning. We get the thumbs up from both competitors. We got 5s.
All right, a wonderful little gentleman's agreement there.
Another set of 5s.
Yep. And just looking at the board here, you can start to see a little bit of chipping coming through on that right bullseye. I don't think it's going to be enough to throw Smiles off his game, though.
No, not much of a give. It's not much, just enough that you can see it.
Alrighty,
We're
here
lining back up.
going
15
into
all.
a wonderful bullseye. And a
20s
wonderful bullseye.
all, and we're going up again. We're going up. We want them clutches. Green dots in the chat. Let's go.
Let's see it. That's a
Beautiful clutch.
ooh, close calls for both competitors, but I think
we
they're
got 'em.
both
I
in.
think we're seeing Big Axe. We're getting Big Axe. Our
Ref
ref is calling for
confirmed.
it. More Big Axe. Big Axe hype, baby. Big Axe hype.
Big Axe, big plays here.
Speaking of which, I
Transition
think
here
we
to
have
close-up.
Slab and Ass and Titties starting their match off as well.
That's going to be another barn burner if I've ever seen one. All right, here we go. Second throw for Big Axe.
And we're in. I think points alive here. We have to go for that bullseye. Now this is where Smiles dropped it last time. Oh, and I think Bean might have gave him a window.
That's definitely a winder for Smiles to come in and really clinch this match.
We're going for a 3. We're calling a 3. We have agreements from Smiles. It's a 3.
All right, so we just need a bullseye to win the game for Smiles.
Smiles can put away with a bullseye right here. And he takes it. And he takes it. That's 2-1. We have one more. Smiles can eliminate Bean Flicker right here.
Yeah, but even the scores that we're seeing between the last 2 rounds, only a 2-point difference in overtime. So this is truly, this could be anyone's game at this spot.
I'm going to say, I'm not counting Bean Flicker out at all. He has been solid throughout his hatchet phase.
Is that what the first game is called, the hatchet phase and the big axe phase?
Well, that's what I'm calling it.
I dig it.
We are
This
a big
is-
axe league, so we settle our stuff with big axe at the end, but you have to get through. You have to get there with the hatchet. So
And you know, how many axe throwing streams are really live right now? I'm pretty sure we could just create our own slang and terminology at this point.
yes, because it hasn't existed for 10 years in another country.
What, no, that's not true. Actually, that's entirely true. For those of you who don't know, axe throwing became incredibly popular in
I'm sorry
Canada
to interrupt
first.
you, but we have a drop from Smiles, and that could be a game changer. Bean
Oh.
Flicker's going for the top throw. He wants to put it away and take it right into the final round. He does not want to see the big axe, and he does it. Solid, solid clutch, and we're going into final round hype.
Anybody's game. And that was the biggest point disparity we've seen. You know, granted, mostly because we didn't get to see the extra throw there from Smiles, but this one's going down to the wire.
This is hype. This is the axe throwing I've come to see. This is what I want to see every time. That very last second being able to take the win, or big axe for 5 rounds like we saw with Connexican. That's what I
4
want every
different
time.
clutch shots on the big axe. That was nuts. Absolutely crazy. All right.
But we are solid in this game. We are constant with the bullseyes. Smiles saw his drop before, and he will not let it happen again.
No, and you really cannot. Smiles has seen what dropping a 5 means. Not hitting a bullseye early on means that you are giving that much leverage to your opponent to just clinch out the game.
We're going up. We're going up. Let's go.
Both competitors got to hit this clutch. That one's looking a little high.
We're solid on both ends. We see Big Axe in the final round hype. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, more Big Axe. It's important to know, I'm pretty sure after this, we are going to be looking at round of sevens as well. So we're going to be seeing a lot of the Big Axe coming forward soon.
All right, Smiles lines it up. Smiles is in the bullseye.
Beautiful shot,
Remember,
nice and easy.
We're just breaking paint right now. We're just breaking paint, but it's not bad to get that bullseye. Put a little intimidation in your opponent. It all matters. The one who messes up goes home. We broke paint, but he didn't hit a bullseye.
They got to break some paint and break away, spread their wings, and learn how to fly right into the bullseye here. Next shots, they got to be breaking bulls here, and
we got a 3. Okay. Bean Flicker can put it away with a 5.
This is not looking good. The 5 isn't too unattainable here.
We've seen him hit it. We've seen him hit it constantly, so. And I think it's low. I think that's a 3.
Oh, my goodness. A pair of 3s for both of them.
All right, are we going up?
We're not sure if we'll be going up or not.
Looks like we're going for points again since nobody got 5s, but we are in the 5 this time with Smiles. So now Bean Flicker has to answer back or take the walk of shame home.
Yeah, Smiles confirming the bullseye there. Bean Flicker lets loose.
And he gets it. We are seeing the clutch in the final round. Let's go.
Oh, this
I am hyped.
This all comes down to clutches now, folks.
All right. Smiles is lining it up.
That's the throw.
And are we low? That's a no from Smiles. That's low. All right. Flicker has an opportunity. He has a chance.
Right.
He draws it back.
He's lining it up.
And nope, we get another round. We get another round. This clutch on the Big Axe is its own beast within itself. Like I can tell you hints to get bullseyes. I can tell you hints to get clutches with hatchets, but I cannot tell you this one. Oh, Smiles.
That's it. That is
We got it in. Okay.
100% in. It is up to Bean Flicker to hit this clutch to keep his tournament hopes alive.
The pressure is definitely on now. Let's see if it breaks him.
Lines up. He's going for the throw.
Just a little high, and with that, Smiles takes the round. Oh, I love to see the Big Axe in the final match. Oh, it feels so good.
And that was an incredibly close match from both competitors.
Good match.
Oh, my goodness. Really breaking it down to the very
match.
last second.
Everybody with the same answer. As soon as you hit the losers bracket out, you just go back to the bar and grab yourself a nice stiff drink.
Absolutely. Call it a comfort or a consolation, whatever it may be.
Let's check in on Ass and Titties and Slab while we get Setzer and Smiles set up.
Yep, absolutely.
Slab got 2 games on Ass and Titties right now.
Yep, that's right. Slab up 2-1. They're going into their 4th game, and they are in their best of 7 matches. So there is plenty of action to be had
and Ass
over
and
in
Titties
that
is
game.
3 in the rank, and I think Slab is 5 or 8. Where are we at with Slab? Can we hit that statistics tab so I don't just sit here?
Yeah. But first, we're going to switch it over here to our main screen so that we can get this running up. Which ones are we looking for, Slab and Titties again?
I want the statistics of Slab, if you wouldn't mind.
Ah, I see. Okay, all right. Hold on.
He's 5th. I was wrong. He is 5th, so he is playing to get into that top 4.
Yes, Slab is currently sitting at 5th place, and Ass and Titties is currently sitting at 3rd. However, their point averages are only 2 off, so that is going to be an absolute barn burner of a game. But as we come back over to lane number 1, we are in the best of 7 matches on this side as well.
And it looks like we're tied 15 all.
Yep, you just saw Smiles here recently in our last match.
And we are solid all around. We're going up. We're going up.
All right, folks, this is where you really got to settle in. Really settle in for these matches because these are going to go the distance.
We are officially in round best of 7, so this could be long-winded matches the entire time, but we're here for it.
Yep, and both of these players at this point in the tournament can hit clutches fairly reliably. So we're definitely going to be seeing some extra innings, so to speak, as we head into the big axe throw number 1.
Now, this is the crazy part, because we saw Setzer hit like 5 to 4 clutches in a row with the big axe against Connexicon. So
we definitely know
I would be a little bit intimidated if I was Smiles going into this round with him.
Yeah, we definitely know that he's got his game really locked in as far as the big axe plays go.
All right, we broke
go.
paint. We're good to go.
Setzer going for his next throw here, lining up. And here comes the throw.
Ooh, that's a 3.
It's looking like a 3 to me as well.
All right, so Smiles can take a game right now, just putting it in the 5.
Yep, and after his loss last match, he is really looking for a come-up here.
There it is.
A solid bullseye coming out of Smiles, and with that, he takes the first game, going into game 2 of the round now.
Not so much to correct you, but Smiles won the last match. We kept him around. He was playing for his life against Bean Flicker.
No, that didn't happen. I'm right. Anyways, moving in here to round number 2. See, this is
I
why
got you,
I'm the
Chad.
color
I got you, Chad.
commentary.
All right, we're already 5 live, and we're back to the 5. I'm expecting Big Axe through the whole thing now. I feel like I've said that 10 times already this stream, but like I'm expecting Big Axe through the whole thing now. We're not dropping 1. Beautiful, beautiful 5s all around.
All right, here,
Going into 4.
Smiles and Setzer, throw number 4.
And we're going up. We're going up. Hey, you expected it. We're going up. Now,
Can't tell me nothing.
so we have seen Smiles miss a clutch before, but not often. And not this time either. Are we questioning it? Did Smiles miss? We have a little bit of deliberation going on. That's not the look of a man who thinks he got it. No good. Setzer takes a round and ties it up. Every time I say, I'm going to stop calling for the big axe then. I'm commentating, cursing myself for things I want to see.
It's okay. You know, we just got to, yeah, we are. We just got to stop cursing them. That's all it is.
All right, nice 5s all around again. We're evened up. Now it's just a best of 5 again. You know, you just eliminate those 2 matches. We're back to a best of 5.
All right, and just to give everybody an update on the other game going on between Slab and Titties, they are currently both at 2 games apiece going into their round 5 currently.
And it looks like we have 5s. And we're going up in the main hot game now.
Oops.
And Smiles lines up his shot. Oh,
Smiles looking
I think Setzer dropped a clutch.
Yeah, sets are a little bit low there.
We're going into game 4. Or we're shoring Smiles, but Smiles got it. I think we're going into game 4. All right, so we have a game advantage to Smiles here over Setzer as we hit another pair of bullseyes to kick us off. As we've reached Big Axe with Slab and Ass and Titties as well for the final game.
All right, but here in round 4, Smiles is currently up 2-1. Only needs 2 more games to clinch the win here. And do you think we're going to go to game 7 here, Dice?
It's hard to call here. I mean, you can see the first round going to Big Axe, 27s all around, 20 to 27, 20 to 27. These competitors are neck and neck. I'm afraid I'm going to curse everybody who I talk about, so I'm just going to start being very vague about it. Everybody is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're both good.
Yep, I'm seeing clutches on both sides here.
And just like that, see, I didn't curse anybody, and there it is.
Yep, all you have to do is not say Big Axe, and you'll get it. As we're throwing for round 4 here, let's get an update on the Slab and Ass and Titties match.
Looks like Slab managed to take a 3rd game and is now playing for game point against Ass and Titties, looking for an upset.
Yep, and they are currently tied there in round 6. We will give you more updates as we go. For now, we're going to jump right back into Setzer versus Smiles.
Which we are into the big axe for this one. Setzer not looking happy with his performance with that axe. Is that,
And rightly so.
is that the round?
It looked like that was
We're
a
going
3.
into round 5, so Smiles managed to take that round.
Smiles is up 3-1. We're going to need to see a full reverse sweep out of Setzer if he wants to keep his hopes alive here. Keep in mind, this is the losers bracket that we are currently in.
I know it's hard to see that with how good the competitors are, but this is actually the losers bracket.
Yeah, both competitors here fighting for their tournament lives and just chucking bullseyes up like they were nothing.
We're lining up again for a third axe. Smiles is playing for game. Now, as much as that could be getting into Setzer's head, that could be having an effect on Smiles as well. You don't want to get too confident.
Absolutely. I will say, though, what I am expecting to see, if we see Setzer not get a bullseye, Smiles is going to absolutely go for that clutch.
Absolutely.
He has enough games in his pocket that he can't afford to try to just clinch out the game by throwing a clutch. It's going to depend on what Setzer hits here. He does manage to hit the clutch.
Both hit clutch. We're seeing Big Axe again.
Big Axe for the fifth game in a row.
Third game.
Third game in a row. No, we got Big Axe there.
We got Big Axe 3 games out of the 5 games we played.
So not 3 games in a row, but 3 out of the 4 games. That's 75%. I'm great at math. Here we go, lining up for the Big Axe shot. That's a bullseye. That's a bullseye if I ever seen one.
Solid throw from Setzer. Solid throw. Solid throw.
A solid throw from Thether, and now we're going to Smiles. Here we go. He's taking the shot. Oh, it's a bounce.
It's a bounce.
It's a bounce out of Smiles. I think that means Setzer takes that match, and we go into round 6.
We didn't break paint.
Oh, my. We haven't seen a dropped axe in quite a while. I know
Yeah.
we've been referencing the 3 points as a dropped axe because they're basically the same thing when you get to this level of competition. But as we're rounding into round number 6,
That's
5
so
all
rare.
going into throw 2.
I'm sorry. I'm in shock. I did not expect to see that on the paint break. But
Yeah.
unless you can stick that handle, no, you definitely don't want that part hitting first.
And it might have been a little bit of arrogance coming through on Smiles' part, you know? He saw Setzer drop the axe into the 3. All he needed was a bullseye. I think it had a little bit of effect on how he throws. It threw him off his game enough that the 3 was enough to clinch it out. He's not letting it get in his head this game, though. We're seeing 5s all around as we go into
We're
throw
going
number
high
5. Going for the clutch. I think we're going to see a Big Axe again.
Speaking of Big Axe, we have a Big Axe ruling going on over on Slab and Aston. Oh, Smiles. I'm sorry to just stop there, but that was really close on Smiles' end, but they are ruling it a clutch. But we have a big measurement going on with Slab and Aston Titties over in the other loser semifinals.
Yeah, we're going to bring the score up for them here very quickly as our other 2 competitors get ready for their Big Axe
I
round.
would keep an eye on Smiles.
Slab.
We have a solid bullseye from Smiles.
Slab and Titties are still in round 6. Slab is trying to, that explains why so much measurement was going on over there. Slab was trying to finish out the game there, but it looks like he missed that one. Does that mean he drops the game?
We have answer for answers, and Smiles is going for the clutch, I believe, on our Big Axe here. He lines it up, and we're low. We're low. I think this is a window for Setzer. Setzer could take it to final round hype.
Setzer could take us all the way to Game 7, and isn't that what we really want to see here?
Every
we want
time.
to see these competitors really getting into the nitty gritty of every single match.
I want every single throw.
Speaking of nitty gritty, just to update you guys on Slab and Titties, we are seeing another measurement happening for that clutch as well.
And we are still throwing Big Axe for Setzer and Smile here. They both managed to miss the clutch here, so I think we're going back up. And that time, Smiles with a solid clutch throw. The pressure is on Setzer. One miss, and he walks home.
Well, I mean, he could probably still drive home, but
Thank you.
just like I drove home that point,
The best part about you being my streaming partner is that we play so well off each other.
like pancakes. Ooh. There it is. Oh, wait, is it?
Dude, we got it. Smiles takes it. Wow. I wasn't expecting it. Good sportsmanship. Good game.
And with that, in round number 6, Smiles take it and is going to move on.
That being said, I'm really, they have phones, calipers, everything out for this measuring on Slab and Ass and Titties game.
Yep, we are. I'm bringing up the score sheet right now for Slab and Ass and Titties.
We're still in round 6. We're still competitive for this one bit.
They are not letting this one go without a fight. We're seeing.
Oh, I think I hear winners finals announcements though. I really want to see who wins this out of Slab and Ass and Titties.
Yep, it looks like they're still lining up. Slab is still lining up for another shot. They're not done, folks.
Slab, that's in. I can see the other side. No, no, he says no. I thought I saw the pink.
Yep, as we wait for our next competitors to come up for lane number 1, we'll go ahead and show you a little bit of the action that's going down on the second lane.
The match we have coming up here is going to be winners finals between Connexicon and Daddy, which is what we've wanted to see this entire time since we started seeing the competitors really let loose.
Yep, over in our second match, it looks like they both missed enough clutches that they went back down to point.
And
it's looking like a bullseye from
that's a
here.
5 for Slab, and that might have been enough to put it away. I see the approval, and it looks like Slab actually takes it over Ass and Titties.
So I'm just waiting for final. Yep, Ass and Titties scored a 3 on that scoring, which means Slab comes up with the win, and Slab's coming up. He's number 5. You can tell he wants to break the top 3 tonight and take home one of those trophies.
So we've had the number 4 drop, and we've had the number 3 drop. Who's left in our playoffs here? I believe, is it just 1, 2, and 5?
As we take a look back here at our bracket standings.
We're getting ready for Connexicon versus Daddy on the hot lane. And then we have Slab versus Smiles for the losers semifinals. And then we will have loser finals between whoever wins that one versus whoever loses between Connexicon and Daddy.
Yeah, and currently we're looking at the number 1 and 2 seed in the winners finals. We could have figured that. But numbers 5 and 7 ranked seeds going through the losers semifinals. It's great to see. It's great to just not see 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, which is what I thought we saw in the. I think we were seeing in the winners semifinals going through was just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there was some upsets in the losers.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the rest of this tournament. Now's when things are going to get a little bit more spicy as we go into.
This is the match. This is the match right here. This is Connexicon versus Daddy. This is number 1 versus number 2. This is the rivalry that has been building for 26 weeks. Or 26 games, I should say. I don't want to say 26 weeks.
Yeah, that's half a year. That's a long league, son.
That's a long league, and we have nothing but 5s.
Yeah, I am expecting nothing less from either of these players today.
You know, I've cursed it before, but I am willing to say we're going to see a lot of big axes in this game. There's no doubt in my mind. Solid clutch. Solid clutch. Big axe time, baby. See, no commentators curse. We're here. Big axe hype. Let's go. Let's go. Insert name here.
Thank you so much, David. And Joey, we'll be sure to send some love to Slab.
Are they measuring Daddy? Are they measuring Daddy?
Oh, here we go.
Maybe it's not assault. Maybe I did curse. Oh, no. No.
Let's see if we can get a close-up in
want
here of
we
what
want
we're
big axe.
looking at.
We want big axe. Come on. We got big axe. Yes, we're going big axe. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, ref.
Big X coming through here for game number 1 in this round of 7.
All right, once again, we have not got to see a lot of Daddy. He was solid in his last performance, but Connexicon can make it usually to the clutch with the big axe, and that is the only time we've seen this man bleed.
That's right. It looks like they're going to be throwing over on lane 1 as Connexicon lines up for the first shot.
And we're a little low. We're a little low.
Little low, but in the paint.
Daddy's lining it up. Nah, like I said, I've seen Daddy throw this big axe a lot, and he is pretty consistent with it every time. Every time.
And Connexicon specifically mentioned earlier the one part of his game that he needs to worry about.
And that's it. We're out of break the paint. They had to go for points right there. So Daddy takes first round. Daddy takes first round. But we've seen Connexicon drop the first round before. This is not really anything new.
Yeah, he's
just swept back. That's it.
He's not the first one to take a game off of Connexicon today. However, I'm sure Connexicon is hoping it's going to be the last.
Oh, okay. We're getting confirmation that Connexicon is mad and throwing like it. He's ready to play. Daddy shows that he can get underneath that skin.
All right, as we're updating the scoreboard here so we can take a peek, fives all around.
Fives all around, and I think we're going high.
Yep, wouldn't expect nothing less. All right, Connexicon's really got to center himself. He can't let that anger be getting to him.
Solid clutches all around. We got Big Axe again. Let's go.
I would expect nothing less from these two players now. Tied 27 apiece. We're going to see who manages to get the advantage here,
all right,
as
remember,
Daddy does have to throw first.
We're not doing break the paint anymore. We're going right in the points. So Daddy kicks us off with a bullseye. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Now, do you think – I was going to say, do you think Connexicon's going to match him? But he does have to match him on this throw.
He has to match him on this throw.
All right, he's squaring in. Really lining up the shot. Does not want to drop again.
And we're going.
That's
we're
good.
going. Going up. Connexicon signals. He's ready. Now let's see if Daddy can hit it.
Daddy lining up a little bit further right for this shot. There's a wind up in the throw.
I think we're in. We're in. Daddy got it. So now the pressure is on Connexicon. Can Daddy take a second game?
Remember, the only time Connexicon has seen losses in this league has been in overtime. This is where Daddy needs to make the money and really bring home the bacon.
And we got it, though. He answered. It ain't going to be easy. It ain't easy to get that paycheck. You got to work. You got to work.
No easy bag here for Daddy. He's really got to dial it in here as he goes up for this next shot. Did you like that pun?
I did. Fat snaps all around for that.
All right, Daddy goes to the next throw.
Oh, are we to the right?
It looks like it curved off, and we're getting.
I'm about to say I don't think that's in. That's not the look of a man who's happy about that throw.
This is Connexicon's chance to really
to
tie up the series.
Connexicon's going high. Can he put it away? Can he tie it up?
He's lining up. Seeing a little bit of wobble there.
And we're solid. We got a tie game. We got a tie game going into round 3. Oh, this is what we want.
Oh,
Thank you, David. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. We truly appreciate you joining in.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, everybody in the chat. And if you know someone who's not in the chat that should be, get them in here. This is the winner's final. This is Seed 1 against Seed 2.
Absolutely. Winners final hype. Absolutely. And thank you to everybody who's tuning in through Twitch, through Salty Entertainment Fun Time as well.
Love to see you guys.
Sorry we can't interact with you as much, but we do miss you and we love you.
Speaking of love, I am loving
these bullseyes. I'm back to back.
I'm loving these high scores that we're seeing here. Going into throw 4, expecting another set of bullseyes, really. And that middle board, the middle board on the right side looks like it's
getting little beat. That Big Axe is that's why I think we haven't seen a lot of Big Axe on the left, because that right side is getting a little questionable.
Yeah, we may be seeing a board swap before our next match that
Daddy's
goes on in these
solid
lanes.
With those clutches. Connects can answer right back, though, and we got Big Axe again.
I was going to say, we're looking a little high there on Connexicon's side, but still manages to clean it out. We're going to Big Axe, baby.
That's 3 rounds of Big Axe. This is what I've wanted. 7 rounds of Big Axe. Back and forth. Let's go.
All right, and it looks like once again they will be throwing on lane 1.
And Connexicon is kicking us off.
Connexicon off.
You tried. That's the main point.
Hey, speaking of trying.
But he didn't try. He nailed it. Connexicon with a solid bullseye.
There is no try. There is only do, and Connexicon is really doing it up here on the stage today.
I love that you do Star Wars references even though you don't like it.
Don't tell that to the chat.
Solid by Daddy. Answers right back, and we're going up.
Fine. Dice hates the Beatles.
Dice does not like the Beatles. You're right. Rolling Stones are better.
If we're going to throw out things that the other person hates that are incredibly popular.
All right. Looks like they're calling for Smiles and Slab to possibly be getting over for their game while we wait on Connexicon to line up his shot.
And
Do we have it?
I'm
Oh,
not
it's
sure
a little
about that
to the
one. Let's
left.
get a quick zoom in
He's
here.
saying yes. Connexicon saying yes. Daddy's confirming. We got it. It is on Daddy now. He has to hit the clutch.
We didn't need that quick zoom in. Refs got us. Here we go. Connexicon trying to sync.
And it's low. Connexicon takes the second game in a row.
With that, Connexicon pulls into the lead, 2-1 against Daddy.
Say the ref was not lying. Connexicon got a little upset after that first drop of the game, and he is here to play now.
Yeah, and also like you mentioned earlier, this isn't the first time we've seen Connexicon drop the first game and then get back-to-back wins.
But this is the first time he has to do it, 4 games in a row and not 3. So that fourth game can tire your arm out.
100%.
And Daddy's no slouch. Daddy is no slouch. He is a monster on that axe.
Yeah, these competitors, there is no break in between these rounds. And even no matter who wins or loses this particular game, they're going to have to play again immediately afterwards.
There's still a chance this could be our grand finals match, and we're just getting a nice preview. But
yeah,
with
absolutely.
Slab and Smiles and how they're playing, I'd be surprised if we didn't happen to see a loser's comeback.
The winner of this game is going to have a little bit of a break to rest up, but the loser of this game is going to have to go directly into the losers finals
Daddy
and
with the
then
clutch.
directly into the grand finals itself. So
Connexicon with the clutch, and we got Big Axe again, 4 games in a row.
the game that you're watching right now on your stream is going to determine a lot. The winner of this game gets a nice 15-minute rester to center themselves, de-stress their arm. The loser of this is going to have to play games nearly back-to-back-to-back. As we lean in here,
And
we're
Daddy
seeing
kicks us off with a solid bullseye.
Solid Bullseye was my cowboy name when I was a rancher back in the 80s.
Solid bullseye is what I called my horse, so we could have been friends.
Oh, we could have been friends. But we're friends now, and that's all that matters. Just like that axe is a friend to that Bullseye, Connexicon
Absolutely.
sinking it repeatedly.
You can't break that friendship.
Of the axe and the Bullseye? you can't break it. It's impenetrable.
That is an impossible
Except,
friendship to break.
the board is pretty breakable, though. That's kind of the point.
Daddy's lining up the clutch.
And you use the point to break it.
Oh, I think we're in.
It's looking close.
Looking
It
for
does.
a thumbs up.
From our side, it does look like a little bit. There's a broken paint.
Oh, we're breaking out the cell phones.
And now,
Here we go.
correct me if I'm wrong, but the clutch is not a majority rules. The
No.
clutch is you just got to touch it to get it.
You got to get it. That's it. If you touch it, you get the clutch.
All right, we got the ref in here breaking out that beautiful Android phone. Sponsor us.
Android, because iPhone isn't worth it.
As casters, we're not supposed to be biased.
You just said out loud that I hate the
There's
Beatles.
2 Android phones. Perfect.
We're not biased. They are.
And are they really just trying to get the most light as they can to be able to really make the call as to whether that's in or not?
I think they're just looking for any scrap of paint, any kind of judgment that would say it either completely nailed in just by the skin of its teeth or it's out by a long shot.
Yeah, and looking at where that board is split directly next, do you think we're going to see...
We got a good from the ref. That is a solid hit from Daddy for the Big Axe.
Great job affirming that clutch, sorry. Do you think with where that slice is in the right clutch, do you think we're going to see another board change before the final game?
I definitely think we're going to see a couple of board changes before the big final games, but I do not know if they'll do them before the losers.
Connexicon lining up the shot. We're going to keep it here on the clutch. Let's see if he can make it and keep his hopes alive in the game.
A lot of pressure on this one. A lot of pressure. I think we got it.
Yeah, it's
We
looking
got
like the
it.
bottom
We
is
got
in
it.
there.
We
It's
answered
time.
back.
It's time to continue with some more clutches. All right, now this is where things are going to get interesting. Throwing that big axe is incredibly tiring.
Who is your daddy? Pops Malvi, you about to see Daddy put a clutch down right there.
Look at that.
Right there. That's Daddy. That's
Beautiful.
Daddy because he's come to spank the competition.
Nobody puts Daddy in a corner. Nobody paints Daddy in a corner. He breaks the paint in the corner.
Look at Connexicon. He's not one to be beat. He wants this.
No,
He wants that trophy. And he's playing like a man on fire. He stole this axe and he's driving it like he did it.
Oh my goodness, Connexicon is.
That
I
clutch
feel
is
like
getting
I feel like
crap.
the anger is starting to subside a little bit. He's starting to center himself. At this point, I feel like it's more anxiety than anger.
I don't
if
know. He
anything.
rode that anger for those next 2 games. I'd be riding that the whole way through. We have a drop from
That's
Daddy.
low.
Ooh, okay. There's a window for Connexkin to go up 3-1.
Yeah, Connexkin's got to sink this to get the 3rd game in the row. After that, that does put him at game point. Oh, this is close.
And the craziest part is, once again, this is Connexkin's self-proclaimed weakest spot, and he's so accurate with it. Either way, if this is the part where you can beat Connexican, he's not making it easy to do so.
If Connexican was angry previously, I feel like it's finally subsided. He's gotten back
don't
into
get
his
cocky.
groove.
Don't get cocky. They went 29 to 22 extra points in that last round. Don't get cocky. Daddy is here to play. He can still come back from the losers. He's ready.
Oh yeah, this game is by no means over.
We got solid 5s all around. At this point, we're just waiting for that big axe again.
Oh yeah, that's every single match. Every single match we see at this point is going to come down to Big Axe.
You have 5 qualifying throws so that you can throw that big axe, and we know we're going to get those throws.
Exactly. And considering our lowest seeded member is Big Gulp at number 8, and number 8 is still. Oh, I'm sorry. Was
I'm
it?
about to say, Big Gulp is
It wasn't
out. We're
Big
down
Gulp.
to.
It was,
it's 5. It's 1 and 2 for Connexkin and Daddy versus 5 on Slab and 7 on Smiles.
There we go. Okay, so for Smiles, the lowest average per match
got
is at
clutches.
72. So, theoretically speaking, every single competitor can hit 5s, not only consistently or reliably, but like second nature almost at this point.
The 5s are not a question at this point. It's the clutches, and it's mainly the big axe. And which, speaking of big axe height, baby, we are back. Connexkin has a chance to put the game away and go on to the grand finals with the winner's seat, which is always a nice comfy place because you have to lose out twice, and he has not dropped more than 1 round per match.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and line up for that first shot.
And we have a solid bullseye.
Breaking paint like it's nobody's business. Connexkin doing the due diligence there.
Are we
Getting
calling for
Daddy
a
to
caliber?
come in and confirm here.
Say we are playing for points now. We have eliminated the break the paint thing. We're going straight for points and then in the clutch on the big axe. We're speeding it up a little bit, but the competitors here, we know they can all break the paint with the big axe.
Yep, we are seeing an agreement here. It was a 5. We got to see a bullseye out of Daddy to be able to see it continue.
And we get it. We get it. We're going to clutches again. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, and just as a reminder, last time we saw, 3 clutch shots for each of them before we found a winner for that match?
Yeah, it was insane. They were back-to-back.
Neither of these people want to let their tournament hopes slip through their grasp like this. At least for the winner's bracket, to sit in that nice, comfy seat.
Only imagine what's going through Smiles and Slab's head right now. Are we low?
I'm not sure if it's low or not. Waiting. It looked like it was in, but I'm waiting for the rest confirmation. It was in. All right,
It
that
wasn't
is
in
a
for
clutch.
Connection, so Daddy has to answer or he drops to losers.
That looks. That in.
We're going again. We're going again. It was just the tip.
That was confirmed. They are coming back for more.
Daddy's here to play. He has a chance to do a sweep back.
All right, here we go. Connexkin needs to hit this next clutch. This has been his weak point, so this is Daddy's chance to take the lead.
And he's
But
not making it easy, though. He's here. He wants that trophy, that beautiful trophy we have. He wants it.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen today. Not that easy. Not that easy. Daddy trying to take a second game to get his tournament hopes alive.
And we got it. We're going to another clutch. Back to back. No competitor wants to give an inch. No competitor wants to give anything to the other one because as soon as you do, you throw away. You can lose everything just by giving one single bit. Connexkin lines it up. And
That looks into me.
I believe we're in. There's a little bit of question. I think the low is good, but he's confirming we are good. We have a clutch for Connexkin.
There we go. We're just going to bring that up a little bit high and tight so that we can get all the action that's going on in there. Daddy lines up his shot. He's going to take it.
Oh, we're to the right, and Connexkin takes the game.
With that, Connexicon does win.
Solid competition from seats 1 and 2. Solid competition, but Connexicon showing once again he will drop round 1 and then do everything in his power to fight his way back.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's your reverse, I guess not full reverse sweep, but my God, he refuses. He gives one game, gets a read on his competitors, and then just blares through as fast as he can.
Absolutely. And at this point, we do need to wait for the confirmed winner in the losers semifinals before Daddy can take him on.
Which we are back to Big Axe with Slab and Smiles. And every time I've looked over, they have been on Big Axe as well. So.
Yep. We are going to take another quick break here. We're going to be right back in a few seconds. We're going to get you guys some coverage of the other game while we have to wait for this one. So hang tight. We will be back here in just a few moments.
Ace, a skilled sharpshooter in their respective tradecraft. Do you have what it takes to be an ace? Located in Homestead, Pennsylvania at the Bank on 8th, Ace Axe Throwing is the place where you and your friends can throw axes, drink, have fun, and compete to become an ace. Open Monday through Sunday. Book your tickets online today at www.aceaxethrowing.com. Discover who the ace really is.
So with the commercial over, we are back. We have coverage of Slab and Smiles. It looks like Slab has a solid 2-game lead over Smiles.
Yes, currently they are in round 5 of 7. Slab is up 3. Slab has 3 games. Smiles only got 1, but none of these have been by any means a blowout. Every single game, it looks like, has gone into overtime.
Perfect games with Big Axe every time.
And that is the competitiveness we like to see.
And we got 3 5s into the first round. We're going into our fourth throw. And we are going back to clutch. We're going high again, which, if anything, proves that we're just going to see the Big Axe again. This is it. We should see Big Axe every game from the rest of the time on. Smiles and Slab answer. We getting the Big Axe again. Yep. This is loser semifinals. And everybody's playing like a monster.
And if we're looking at clutches, statistically, Slab up to 69. Nice. And Smiles here only at 55 for the season. So Slab definitely has more of a history of being able to score these clutches than Smiles does.
But Slab with a disappointing laugh and a disappointing 3.
It's not looking good.
Don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. Smiles will take any inch you give him. And just like that, he'll put it away. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile and give you Smiles the whole way.
So in Pittsburgh, you call it the loser's bracket? So hurtful. Pops, what do you call it, if not the loser's bracket?
The got messed up once bracket.
The drop the game bracket?
Fell down a little bit bracket.
The not as winning bracket.
Speaking of, we are into round 6, and we are tied at 5s.
Yeah, Slab is still up at game point. If he can clinch this one, he is going to take the match. But Smiles is really going to try to run this one back. He won the first game and this most previous game. Let's see if he can really rally himself into a victory here in the last 2 matches.
Slab so has a nice comfy seat. He's playing for game point, so it's all a matter of breaking that opponent's mind wide open.
Breaking that opponent's mind wide open, preferably not with an axe.
At this point, it's not skills. It's literally. I mean, it's a lot of skill, but it's match skills. So it's just a matter of if you can get that little bit of pressure, make your opponent feel it just a tiny bit. The B bracket, I will say that sounds a little bit less hurtful.
All right, for you Pops, I'm calling it the B bracket.
I probably would still refer to it as a loser's bracket because I'm bad.
Well, that's why I'm a better caster than you are.
Oh, okay. That's how we're going. Speaking of better casters, we're going into the Big Axe. So Big Axe hype in the chat, everybody. We love it. We're here for it. This is what we want. Smiles is lining this up and kicking us off.
Yeah, Slab really wants to put it away here.
And we got the 5er.
That's a 3. Was it?
Was it? Or did he?
It's looking like a 3 here. Let me refresh the score page here. It is a 3.
Slab can take it. Slab can take it right now.
Slab can take the game with just a bullseye. This is exactly the position he wants to be. The pressure is there.
We got it. That's good. That's the fist pump. Is that the handshake? That's the handshake. Slab takes it.
Wonderful
Slab
job.
is moving on to B brackets finals
Oh, I'm proud of you.
versus Daddy. Slab versus Daddy. Now, fun fact: Slab and Daddy are both active workers at Ace Axe Throwing. So this is a competition that has been brewing for years since they've known each other. I believe we're going back to the left side. Yes.
All right, it looks like they're calling out our tournament competitors here. I'm going to hand it over to Dice while we reset some cameras. Dice, I don't even know what to talk about anymore.
This is nuts. This is just now, like I said, we're coming down to mainly just a lot of fives after fives and then hitting the clutches. We have to see the big axe, and it's all coming down to whose statistics are actually better with the big axe, I would say. So we're going into Daddy versus Slab, which is Daddy, like I said, coming in with a 79 average. Nothing to laugh at, but Slab is here. It looks like we have a board change, so it's going to take us a few minutes. So let's go over a little bit of statistics here, because like I said, it's mainly going to come down to that big axe. So Daddy coming in has only ever dropped one overtime loss, but does have two in his
Two regular season
losses. Slab, however, with 6 regular season losses and 2 overtime losses. So statistics alone obviously favor Daddy, but Slab has been playing like a monster on that right lane.
Yeah, and Slab, you can definitely tell the work that Slab has put into getting ready for these finals tournament games. It's you know, like you had said, he may be 5th in the standings, but I think if you just gauged how well people are doing these days, like doing in this particular tournament, I think Slab's up there a little bit more.
I think Slab's running solid, and Daddy is might have a little bit of mental game from that Connexican match. It could be playing a little bit on him. I'm not 100% sure, but we could see it come through in that little bit of the hatchet round. I still see it hitting big axe every time, though, because the last 2 games have been nothing but big axe.
Yeah, and I must admit, Pops, I don't like IPAs, but I don't think they suck. But I do think kilts are awesome, even though I don't own one.
I'm going to say kilts are amazing. I love going to the Renaissance Fair and having a good axe throw with a nice kilt on and a good stout in hand. I don't drink IPA, though.
Have you thrown on a kilt and thrown some axes?
I mean, here or at the Ren Fair? Because I have wore a kilt to the Ren Fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have never seen this photo of you.
Oh, it's probably not a photo.
Oh.
For a long time, I didn't take pictures. And unless somebody took a picture of me, I don't let people take pictures of me anyway.
That's fair. They do steal little parts of your soul.
They do, just like porcelain dolls.
Yeah, they actually put those into the porcelain dolls to bring them to life.
They cut the pictures up and just drop them in the porcelain dolls.
Yep, and just to show y'all the confirmation here, we did have a board change coming in over here on lane number 2. That's
because
that
of all the
center
things we would
board.
have lied to you about, we would have lied about a board change.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to repeat that one for me, Dice?
I said because of all the things we would have lied to them about, we'd have lied about a board change.
Absolutely.
As you hear the drills in the background.
And just to show you guys over here on this side as well, it looks like we are going to get a change out for that upper right clutch.
Yeah,
and
he got beat up in that last fight with Connexican.
Yeah, honestly, you have to going into these last couple of games. At this point, we've been talking about the game of centimeters all night long. This is the game of millimeters. Every single throw is going to matter, and nobody wants to be the first person to drop an axe.
No, and like I said, with these two competitors knowing each other for as long as they've pretty much been working together, there is not bad blood here, but there is definitely tension to prove which one has the bragging rights in work. So nobody in this round wants to drop it to each other. I can see this one going for a while, so Connexican might have a good break going for him.
Yeah, 100%. And I know a little bit earlier in the stream, I had mentioned that one of the players was going to get, the winner of that match, Connexican, was going to get a lot longer of a break. However, it looks like with these board swaps that we see going on before our next match, I don't think that's going to play nearly as much of a role as it would have if we did not see those board swaps coming in.
No.
You know, Smiles has played 2 games back-to-back. I think this would have been the 3rd game going? Or
Smiles
am I
is
wrong?
eliminated.
Slab, I'm sorry, Slab.
Slab has played 3 games back-to-back and is getting ready, constantly working while he's getting ready for his next match as well. So this should be a fun one. I'm really excited. Daddy's got to rest up, eliminate that loss out of his head, and he can come back and get another shot at Connexican. But at the same time, I know Slab wants that win. Slab wants his chance to prove that he can dethrone the king.
Yeah, and Slab's got a lot on his mind too. You know, he does a lot. Well, I mean that you laughed at me and then I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
But you know, being a manager here and you know having to make sure the tournament goes well on top of also being a competitor in the tournament.
It's a lot on your plate.
That's a lot
and
on
yet
one man's
he still
plate.
made his whole way here.
Yeah, and
Slab
you know,
got this.
seeing him really hone in and seeing all of this practice come through is incredible. I mean, I don't want to cast or curse it. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to see Slab pull through in this game to get into that winners final because, I'm sorry, a bracket final, because Daddy has been on fire. You said it best. Daddy has been playing. Daddy's a monster.
He only dropped 1 to Connexicon. I mean, he is here to win. He is here to win. He wants that rematch, and I believe he's going to fight with every tooth and nail that he has to get it.
Yeah, that being said, we are seeing Slab and Daddy line up at the starting position here as we switch over to our live cam.
All right, we're going into B bracket finals. I am hype as could be for this. Let's go. Daddy versus Slab.
For you, 5U.
We want 5s in the chats. We want green dots. We want hype emotes. We want everything. Let the competitors know you're listening and watching. And we're already kicking it off with a beautiful 5 and 5. And right back, 5 and 5. We're answering. Keep going. Slab and Daddy are here for everything that they've put tons of blood, sweat, and tears into this, and they're ready. Not giving an inch, not giving a millimeter, not giving anything.
No. Although I believe this will be the first game of Slabs that we have up here on the board. You guys have seen a little bit of Daddy already.
I think we got a little bit of Slab earlier in the night, but it has been a lot of axe throwing going on tonight and a lot of great competitors.
Yeah, and we've been talking a lot
Solid
about
clutch.
We've been talking a lot about the
Solid
points
clutch.
difference in between the players as they've been moving through. Slab with an average of 76.5 points per match, and Daddy with an average of 79.1. A 3-point difference in between games? That's not all that much.
No, but that 3-point difference is still just, what, 2 off from a perfect season for Daddy, so it is ridiculous.
And I'm now learning through this software that we have just playoff stats too.
Oh, we have updated playoff stats.
Yeah, these are updated playoff. Y'all, this is great. Axe throwing is awesome. You should all do it at Ace Axe Throwing down here at Homestead, Pennsylvania. And play an escape room while you're at it. Escape Room PGH. You can find us here as well. But regardless, we're going to get back into the scoring of this match. They are on the big axe and a bullseye for Slab.
Yep. Slab's already got solid points, but Daddy answers right back, and we're going high on the big axe in the first round for losers finals. Let's go.
Yeah, and just looking here through some more of the stats. I mean, even looking at the stats for just today, both of these players are pretty neck and neck.
But yet we have yet to see a perfect 81 out of Connexicon and Daddy.
Yes, the highest scores that we've seen, at least between these two competitors, are Daddy with a 75 and Slab with a 72.
And I think we're matched.
Still very much
We got another big-ass clutch thrown.
anyone's game here as they go. Big axe 6 incoming.
And we're high with Slab.
Ooh, Slab.
Daddy can take the first game right here. Daddy can take it.
Here we go.
And he does. Solid game for Daddy. First round to him. Now, we have, just like Connexicon, we have seen Slab in at least the other games that we've seen on the side drop the first one and then do a run. He harnesses in, he finds out what his competitors are doing, and he's able to fight back. Let's see if he can do it again.
Heading into the second axe, and bullseyes all around.
Another bullseye, another bullseye. Every time. 5s in the chat. Just 5s in the air.
You can't see it, but we're putting 5s in the air.
5s in the air.
And you should too. They can feel your energy through your computer screens, through your TVs. Here, I'm gonna touch the bullseye on my screen. Boom, see
Boom,
bullseye.
they got it.
Try it at home. if you're at home watching this on your computer,
Except touch the clutch because we're going high, baby. It's 5th throw and we're tied.
yeah, 100%, definitely. Here we go. I'm gonna touch this clutch now.
Daddy got it. Slab got it. All right.
I got the magic touch,
big
man.
Axe. We're back into Big Axe. Let's go.
Big Axe heading into the end of round 2. Looks like Daddy's got first throw. Daddy lines up, got that little bit of a bounce on it, and
Solid 5.
very much a bullseye. Everything in the paint there. And here we're going to see Slab Daddy try to take it back. This is weird because Slab also goes by Slab Daddy.
And it's a 3. The pressure's getting the Slab.
Slab dropping 2 games right at that. This is not how you want to start a round of 7. You cannot start 2 games down.
No, you
That is
cannot.
such a demoralizing blow.
Especially not against Daddy.
Especially
Daddy
not
is
against.
going to just ride this wave the entire way in if you keep giving it to him.
He has been on fire all night, and it's not going to stop here.
Just a little bit of a waiver in that last game, but he's ready to come back. He wants that second shot at Connexican, and he is playing like it.
Absolutely. We're also noticing a couple of crowd members starting to rally around here. They know the last 2 matches are going to go, but they ain't going to go fast.
No, we're in it for the long haul now, baby.
All right, just to give y'all an update on the score, we're going to the 4th axe. It's 15 all. Going here to the next throw.
And solid all around. We're going high again into the 3rd round.
There's the clinking axes. Here we come. That looks like a clutch from my end.
That's a clutch for Daddy. That's a clutch for Slab. We're going to Big Axe again.
Slab and Daddy going neck and neck. They're not letting either person get an advantage before the big axe comes up.
The only problem we've seen is Slab has kind of died down on his Big Axe serves. Maybe too many in the previous rounds.
Yeah, we saw in his match with Smiles, we saw consistently going big axe.
Even
And-
his last match against Ass and Titties, constantly to Big Axe. But there it is. He's
Absolutely.
coming back. He's not ready to just lay down. He's here to throw. Hometown rivalry. Let's go. Absolutely. And Daddy answers right back. We're going high again.
I was going to say that's most definitely a bullseye. We're going for clutches. Slab needs to hit this clutch.
A lot of pressure rides on this throw because
he-
Daddy is consistent with it.
If he does not hit this. Oh, that's close. It's looking a little low.
That's a defeated look
That's
right
too
there.
low, Daddy.
Daddy can clinch 3 and go up 3 games in a best of 7.
Going up. Oh, my. Oh, it's low.
I think we're low. We're going again. We got another go.
All right, Daddy's got
Slab has
another
a chance.
That's right. Slab's got another chance. Daddy's got another shot to try to put it away. Here we go. Second throw, going for the clutch.
And we're low.
And that time, Slab was even lower.
Not even a question now.
I think we're starting to see some of that fatigue we were talking about earlier.
And wear and tear. It's getting to be about 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
We've been going for about 3.5, 4 hours now.
For reference, most of these throwers have been throwing at least, I don't know, total at least over an hour tonight, I would say. Especially these competitors here have been throwing well over an hour.
Oh, well over. Non-stop throws. Plus you incorporate practice and everything. It's a lot of wear and tear.
100%. And
To switch from that big axe to small axe constantly, that is a workout. It may not seem like that big of a difference, but you get used to throwing that 1 1/4 pound axe, and then all of a sudden you're switching it to a 2.5 to a 2-pounder. It's a big difference.
Yep, and that sort of weight difference doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're throwing it as accurately as these folks are, that little shift can really change your game.
Absolutely.
But with that
believe
round
that's what we're
being
seeing happen
over,
to
we're going
Slab.
into round 4. Daddy is up 3 games on Slab. Slab needs to win every single game after this. I cannot imagine the pressure that is in Slab's head right now.
However, this is your chance for the actual full comeback.
This is the chance for the reverse sweep, and I am loving it.
We're going high again. Let's see if we get that big axe.
Slab.
Solid big axes. Oh, is Daddy a little off? We have.
Oh,
We have questions. We got phones. Slab is confirmed, but is Daddy?
there we go. As we switch over to live view, it's a little weird to see from us because the back of the axe head is actually blocking where it would cross over the paint. And Daddy needs this. No, I'm sorry, Slab needs this.
Slab needs this. Slab could take a round right here. He could get some momentum going in his direction.
If Slab can pick up a game without going into overtime, this benefits him so
But we
much.
have a good from the ref, and we are seeing the big axe.
That is a disappointment for Slab. He definitely would have preferred to not have to throw that big axe again. His arm is going to be getting tired soon, if it isn't already.
That being said, 27s all around from each competitor. Beautiful axe throwing tonight. Beautiful.
Absolutely wonderful shots.
And Daddy kicks us off. Is it low? He's calling for the caliper. Okay. Maybe the wear and tear starting to get to Daddy. Slab might have a chance. The ref is up and measuring now. We should have a ruling here in a minute.
Looks like we're
Make sure we're getting every single bit of that axe that we can. We're good. We got a 5. All right.
Looking
So
good,
Slab
looking
was
good.
looking for a 3. I think if you go to that clutch, it's that wear and tear. So he has to match a 5 here, or he drops the game.
Here's a throw.
And that's it. Daddy with the sweep.
I can't believe
I
it.
can't believe it either. Slab looks so solid in his last 2 games. I honestly can't believe it. But Daddy with the sweep. Daddy's showing you why he's number 2. Daddy is here.
Absolutely.
He wants that rematch against Connexican, and he is ready for it.
And, you know, we were mentioning
That's right. If you heard it right there, it is the grand finals match for this tournament tonight. We have Connexican seeded number 1 versus Daddy seeded number 2. We saw it a little bit earlier. Daddy ended up taking 1 game from Connexican before he swept back. Daddy is looking to prove that he is here to fight with Connexican, that he has a chance to take it all. But Connexican has been solid all night. Only 1 game he's ever dropped each one.
yeah, and I think
And it always comes down to that big axe clutch.
I don't even know what to think anymore because you're exactly right. This entire series is going to be coming down to that big X clutch.
It's proof that no matter who you came to see, why you came to see this, this is the type of axe throwing you want to see. This is what we want, and we are ready. Let's kick it off. We have Daddy versus Connexican, and we're kicking it off with a bunch of 5s. 5s in the chat. Final round hype. Let's go. It's the grand finals. Number 1 versus number 2.
Yep. At this point, it is a test of what's the phrase I'm looking for?
Consistency.
No, that's not it.
Wills?
It's a war of attrition. This
That's
is going to
it.
come down to whoever breaks their concentration first. They are going to lose that round. And we have seen Connexican get angry at a previous match, and it screwed his game a little bit. If Daddy can find a way to evoke that in Connexican again to break his cool and his calm,
We're going up.
that is going to be how Daddy gets back into this game. Not even back into this game because
We
they
got
both
the
have
clutch
such a
from
good
Daddy.
shot.
And we got the clutch from Connexican. We see Big Axe round 1 of the grand finals. Let's go. And keep in mind out there, Connexican has not lost a match yet. So if Daddy does somehow manage to upset him, he has to beat Connexican all over again in another best of 7. Daddy has to reset the bracket and then go all the way back and try to do something that no competitor has really been able to do tonight.
Yeah, especially against Connexican. You know, we've been mentioning stats all night. Number 1 and number 2 seed here. The difference between their average regular season match is 0.6 points. Not even a full point between them. And even if we're looking down here in the tournament, Connexican is scoring an average of 5.25 points per axe, while Daddy is averaging a solid 5. So this
A
is
couple
the
more
closest.
clutches come through for Connexican.
Yeah, this is the closest match that we are going to see all night. A little bit high on that one as we go over, and Connexican is going to try his hand at hitting that clutch.
I think he can put it away with that miss from Daddy. This is the window that Connexican's looking for. Yep. Aims it up. We're going again. Still round one. We're going again.
And not enough can be said about being able to take the first game in a best of really any number. Going and putting yourself up one match gives you the luxury of being able to throw a risky clutch to end the match if somebody drops.
That's it. Daddy hits it. Pressure is on Connexican. We could see a repeat of the last time these two met. Daddy did manage to take the first one through a big axe clutch against Connexican. But then Connexican honed in and just didn't let anything else happen the rest of the game.
Connexican lining up that shot. He's going to take his throw.
And we're wide. Daddy takes round one. The dream is alive.
The Dream Daddy, if you would.
Dream Daddy is alive.
That you can watch right now at Salty Entertainment Fun Times YouTube. But regardless of that, we aren't here for that. We're here for some axe throwing as we go into round number 2. We're seeing bullseyes out of both competitors. Daddy was a little bit low on that throw, but nothing to be ashamed about. Still got it all in the black. That's still worth 5 points. Oh, that one, though.
Oh, but we're good. We're good. He's wavering a little bit, but he's still solid in the bullseyes.
Yeah, I think the victory of the first game might be getting to his head a little bit. Got that adrenaline rushing a little bit, you know?
I mean, you got to play like you've been here before. You got to play like it's nothing new.
All right, and next throws. Yep, bullseyes. We shouldn't expect anything less.
And we're going high again. We're getting. I fully expect that big axe back. Let's go.
That's one.
That's
and
two.
There we
got
go.
the big axe hype again. Let's go.
Mo big axes, mo big problems.
I want 14 games of big axe. That's all I want. I want the reset bracket, and I want 7 more games of big axe after this.
Can we just go ahead and not bother throwing the 4 first throw? We really don't need it at this point. We know they're going to get 20. Can we just skip to the 5th throw and get some clutches in?
Connexican confirms his bullseye. Daddy has to match.
Yeah, but I don't think I've seen Daddy drop a 5.
Oh, that
no, the
commentator's
Oh, I'm
curse.
so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Daddy. Oh, I did that.
That commentator's curse, and with that, the round goes to Connexican. We are into round 3, tied at 1 game apiece. Let's go, Joey DZ in the chat.
1 game apiece here on the winners finals. And again, we can pretty much skip these 4 throws. We know they're going to hit bullseyes.
This is guaranteed. This is just, like I said, to qualify to hit that big axe.
I would be more shocked if I saw a 3 in these hatchet throws than anything.
Looks like we have Slab a little bit on the side. How we feeling, Slab?
Is this on?
Is that mic on?
That mic is hot, son. Don't tap it. You don't tap a mic to see if it's on.
checking
It's live. People can hear you. But we do have Slab up here on the desk, placing number 3 in today's tournament.
My first ever podium. I'm hyped.
That's good. That's good.
This league, this is probably a top 10 league in the entire country, so we're definitely hyped. There's a lot of people in the top 100 in this league.
Yeah, and it's very much showing with just the level of skill we've seen tonight.
It's crazy, and everyone's been talking about it all night, how much skill is in this league. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
We miss our boy D-Mac. He's another top 100 guy we used to have in here. He's traveling the world right now, but
Oh, we got D-Mac here.
D-Mac's in our
shout
chat
out to
right
my
now.
boy D-Mac. Fuck you, D-Mac. I hate you, D-Mac. You suck, D-Mac. I'm better than you now, D-Mac.
Whoa. We have to be unbiased behind the cast.
Get out of my league, D-Mac.
I mean, they're not. You know, we have the competitors that are actually up there playing for rank 1, so we don't have to be biased here against anybody.
You know what? That is fair. But Slab, you came in seed 5, managed to come out with a 3rd place victory overall. That's got to feel good, right?
I'm so hyped. You have no idea. It took battles, 7-round battles with.
Dude, I kicked your ass.
Setzer kicked my ass. I lost to him by a damn millimeter.
So Setzer's the one who put you into losers.
Setzer put me into B bracket. I had to battle my way out of that.
I'm sorry, B bracket. We learned that we should call it B bracket.
Joey
Called the losers
Deasy.
bracket.
Yeah, I did. Joey also shouting out in the chat,
2021
Slab, you did a
weekend.
great job.
It's 2021
Hey,
weekend.
thank you, Joey.
Connexican with a big drop. But it's staying alive, though, because I believe Daddy missed his clutch on that big
He
axe.
did.
He did. All right, so it's not the end of the world.
No.
All he's got to do is shore up again, and he's still got another shot here. He doesn't have to drop this match. Daddy with the throw. That looks clean to me.
No, it's that's gonna be no good.
Little to the right.
Just right.
Just right. See that angle on our camera.
Shout out Austin, though. This kid is killing the game.
Daddy is a monster. Daddy is here to prove.
All right, here we go. We're going to get Connexicon here on the Big
He
X
can
throw.
take
He,
it.
he
He
might
can
be able
solve-
to take the game, put it in his pocket.
Yeah, he don't miss
He
twice,
gets
by
it.
the way.
He gets it.
He rarely misses once. He ain't finna miss twice.
With
Connexicon
that,
is playing like a man on fire.
yep, and with that, Connexicon goes up 2-1 in this best-of-7 series. 2 more games to clinch out the win as we go back into round 4, and we can skip these throws.
I was gonna say,
Yo, shout out to you guys, though.
Oh,
You
thank
guys have been killing it.
We
I've been
can't-
hearing you guys. First time commentating axe throwing.
First
Oh,
time
way to
commentating.
sell us out.
I mean, first time commentating, really.
You guys are killing it, bro.
Harmless plug. Shout out to Salty Entertainment Fun Time, and shout out to Ace Axe Throwing for letting Salty actually broadcast this, and everybody in the Salty chat right now. We love you. Thank you for tuning into this.
Let's go.
Let's go. Axe Throwing hype, baby. This is what I work with.
Let's go. With that, we're going to throw number
We're going
5.
high, baby. Let's go.
Let's see if these
And
clutches
spoiler
can
alert,
land.
they ain't gonna miss.
No, it ain't.
No, I'm pretty sure we've seen every single clutch thrown, but
I may have spoke too soon. I think he
Did you just commentators? Okay, I was like, hold up. We've been commentators cursing everybody, and then Slab steps up and does it immediately to Daddy.
got
We're
it, he
good
got
though.
it.
but
We're
thumbs
good.
up from both players. We're going to Big
We're
Axe
going to Big
to
Axe.
determine game number 4.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh.
Thank you, DZ. We appreciate you, Colby and Jeffrey MVP. I couldn't keep up with these guys though. I used to talk crap all the time, thinking I was a good thrower, and then I saw this, and no, I know my place. I'll stay behind the bar.
When it comes to the gaming or sports industry, those who can't do, cast.
Yeah.
So
Dude, that's incredible. That's so true.
we're
All
here.
right, we got a 5 from Connexicon.
Yep, Connexicon starting out strong here, not letting anything fall to the wayside. But
No, we're gonna get the clutch throws again.
yep, Daddy's going to sink the 5. Here it goes.
Bang, bang.
All of it's formalities at this point. Now's the actual competition. We're good.
I'm pretty sure that's majority, but you don't want to see these competitors even anywhere near those paint lines.
We're going up, and Connexicon's kicking us off. Now even in this round alone, not this round, but this match alone, we have seen him even do a full drop.
Bang, bang.
But it's there. It's there. He ain't missing once
It's
this time.
tough when you're up there and you're going second. You see that first guy just bang it like that. You definitely. I like going first, just because it kind of gets that out of there. But
Yeah,
I don't-
even
let's
the
go, baby.
the
There we go, Daddy.
mentality that you have to keep yourself in during the
It's
match.
crazy, bro.
It's insane.
Especially when you know every single match is going to be going to overtime.
Yeah, like this is a hobby for everybody, but like when you're in there,
It ain't a
feel-
hobby.
No, it's not a
it
hobby
feels
anymore.
like the World Series when you're up there, dude. Your heart's going, oh my goodness.
We have a second drop from Connexicon. This man, there is blood. He can
What is-
bleed. It's just, can they capitalize on it?
Titans can bleed, but it's up to Daddy here to play in the killing blow for this round and go 2-2 to tie the series.
Oh no,
It's a little
that was just-
low.
You're gonna see here. The only way you beat Connexicon is capitalizing off the 3 mistakes he makes all around, and that's if he makes those mistakes.
And that is what we have seen consistently throughout these rounds. We have seen Connexicon drop the first game in almost every series he's played. However, he came back and won every single game after that. So we're looking to see a repeat here.
Yeah,
It looks
I
like
said,
it's in back
I
here.
he
think
ain't gonna
we're-
miss twice.
No, he's confirming it.
And you don't
Daddy
even
gives
gotta
him it.
check it because you know the man has integrity.
Yeah. I'll say all of our competitors have been very honest people. I'd be lying like a bad person up there the whole time.
Let's go,
Daddy
baby.
takes the
There
shot.
we go. We're still going.
Keeps the game alive. Neither person wants to drop round 4. You don't want to let Connexicon go 3 games up in this series,
No.
or the pressure is immense and you're just waiting to drop an axe.
Keep in mind, Daddy has to not only win the next 3, but
Agreed.
Daddy has to also
I
come
took the
back and
Daddy
do
out of
another
my
4
name
wins.
because of
Like,
him.
this is insane.
All right, we're going up for our next series of throws. Connexicon lines up. He's going to take the shot here. Oh,
I think he's clipping. I think he's clipping.
Are we clip?
that is close. Let's get a zoom in if we can look at it a little
We
bit
got-
closer.
It's clipping red for sure.
I'm going to say the crowd is calling a no,
You
but
gotta look at the blade angle.
Daddy's walking up. We're getting
We
the
got a
go-ahead.
go-ahead.
That is
Let's go, boy. Don't
confirmed
worry about it.
clutch.
all right, Daddy has to meet this or he gives up the third round.
4th round.
Yeah, you can see it. It's
Well, third round to Connexicon.
Fair enough. Well put. Well spake.
Let's go, boy.
There it is. We're back to back.
Nobody wants to drop this game.
Oh, boy.
Refresh it.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I'm doing a circle.
So,
right,
for
here we
those who
go.
don't know, a little background information. Dave was actually competing in an alternate league in the World Axe Throwing League.
Sorry to
this
interrupt you, but
weekend.
we have a solid clutch from Connexicon.
And it's a completely different throw, completely different distance. So
Wow.
you can tell he never drops. So it's definitely because of the let's go, boy.
Nice.
He was throwing in Waddle this weekend, so you could
Waddle?
tell. Waddle is the World Axe Throwing League.
Oh.
International Axe Throwing Federation.
Gotcha.
Different rules, different board, same concept, but a little bit different setup.
Now, is that the one that has like the multiple rings
Yeah,
and they
that's
go
the one
off
where you
even
see- yep.
numbers? Like if you hit line, it's 4, and then solid is 6.
Yep.
And while we're waiting for this match
Oh,
to
shit. I don't
end
think
up,
that's going to be good.
I don't think that's in
Okay.
there.
That's a no.
Let's go, boy. Capitalize here.
All right, Daddy, you could take a game.
Oh, he's checking it.
Oh.
I don't know. He doesn't want
We're
to.
debating.
He
I mean, you
does
don't want to give an
not-
inch.
He does not want to give in. It does look like we are going to bring in our second competitor here as we get the nice little zoom.
We got
It
the
looks
ref
like-
coming up.
It looks like he's pointing out a little bit of red paint. Let's see if we can zoom in anymore. It does look like that's the closest that we'll be able to get it. We're waiting for confirmation from the referees. I'm seeing some
We're
shaking heads.
good.
But it's
Connexon
good. That
takes it.
is
Wow.
in.
Let's see if Daddy can match it. There's a
Here we go.
lot
We're
of
gonna see
pressure.
that go.
Austin's locked in right now.
Daddy's lining up a shot.
He takes his shot.
Let's go.
Oh,
We're still in.
my-
Solid from Daddy every time. He
They-
won't give an inch.
go.
They are up 43 points. You need 20. 27 is usually the max you can get. They're up 43 points. These dudes are not giving an inch.
We joked about how they're like averaging almost 81s the entire season. They're about to have 81 in this one round alone.
Yeah, they're up to 70 now. I did do. Oh my!
It's nonstop. It's nonstop. 5 in a row. We got confirmation from the ref. 5 clutches in a row for Connexicon, and Daddy is looking to match it.
This is crazy. I cannot imagine.
Go.
Oh, we're in.
That's in there.
That's 5 in a row. We're going to our
Oh.
6th clutch shot with Big Axe on round 4. This isn't even the game-winning match. This is just mid-round hype. Let's go.
Slab, have you seen any game go this far into OT?
I have.
We have
Dave-
contradicting stories here.
Dave
but
and D-Mac have had some legendary battles.
that's it. We're
This
good.
is-
Connexicon
I
doesn't.
think the most I've seen Dave go is actually 7.
Wow.
But, this is rare. This is insane. I mean, but at this point in the night, you're pretty locked in. You've thrown 100 times.
And we see a drop from Daddy.
And this
Eventually,
is,
something
This is where
had
when
to
you're
give.
playing against Dave, you're like, you got to take really small victories. Like even just hitting it, at the same time he hits it, it's a victory because this guy gives you no chance to win.
You got to go even until you can get that advantage, and then you have to press him hard.
That's why I said when he had that drop earlier, the only way you beat this guy is you capitalize on the 3 mistakes he makes in an entire match.
Just for a little bit of clarification, when Slab mentions Dave, he's talking about Connexicon. When Slab mentions Austin, he's talking about Daddy.
Yes.
So we've mainly used.
I'm not big on the axe names.
And
I like calling people by their real name. I ain't going to call Austin Daddy ever.
Yeah, you want to know how weird that is?
Ever.
Me
Homie,
sitting
we've
here
been
for-
calling people ass and titties all night. You tired? You afraid of calling Austin daddy,
Daddy.
please. Get out of
They
here.
have
After he spanked you, you better call him Daddy. For a little bit. Let's go. Let's go.
It's true. But
And we're
honestly,
into the big
it's
axe.
good that he beat me because I wouldn't have gone this deep with Dave for sure.
Say now everything is right, and Connexicon can.
This
put
is the
match
tournament right here.
Connexicon is on game point.
And-
Daddy, it's going to come down to the clutch again, and Daddy is praying
Oh, yeah.
for another dropped axe.
And once again, this is this like.
He better
third
pray
time-
hard.
This is the 3rd time we've seen Connexicon drop round 1 and then sweep the rest of the match.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
But Daddy's not going to make it easy. You got to work for that dollar.
Here we go, Connexicon. All he's got to do is get it in there. And that's good.
And we're going high. We're going high. Connexicon is playing for the first place. Daddy is playing to stay alive in the tournament.
Now, Slab, you had mentioned a little bit earlier, you generally want to go first on these shots to set the tone.
Me personally, it keeps that lingering thought out of your head that if I miss this, I'm done.
That's
All right,
okay.
Speaking of missing this,
But it also sucks having to watch this because he's going to watch his tournament end right here.
That's right.
You
Austin
watch.
missed that clutch. Connexicon, all he has to do is connect with the green dot to win tonight.
He just has to Connexicon with it.
Ah.
Bang, bang.
And we got it.
Just-
Connexicon is
just
your
like that.
grand finals winner. Even wide angle. Go wide angle.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Solid competition from everybody here.
Beautiful match from all of our components today. And there we go.
And there
Crowning
we go.
Connexicon,
Official Connexicon is the winner tonight.
the champion of the 2021 Spring Ace Axe Throwing League. And again, we had so many world-class throwers here tonight.
That's it.
Connexicon was the favorite to make it out alive, but by no means does that mean any of these matches today were easy.
And we got them trophies coming out.
Yeah, there we go. Look at all these fine gents
So
here.
we got pictures getting ready, but boy howdy! Shout out to every competitor who threw tonight. My God, what an amazing array of talent!
Yeah, 100%. Nobody played bad tonight.
Connexicon holding that trophy nice and high.
Yeah, look at that trophy.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was cute. Well done. There you see Slab third place to the left, Daddy second place on the right, and Connexicon there front and center with that golden axe. I was gonna say we didn't see any 81s tonight, but okay, we can't show that, so we're gonna be transitioning it back over to
guy
us.
with their hat, but we're back to the announcer's desk.
But we want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. It was such a wonderful series of matches, and I cannot wait to see what next season is going to bring. We saw Slab jump from 5th seed to 3rd seed at the end of the tournament, and I think it's only going to go up. Even though he was shut out by Daddy, I don't think by any means that he's not going to continue improving, and that we're not going to see him eventually up at that top spot.
Say that rivalry is going to build through every day of work that they do together, and I can tell you the Slab is going to come in stronger than ever. But if Connexicon keeps up this kind of threat, it is going to be hard to dethrone this king. It is going to be one of the hardest fights I would see in the coming season.
Yep, absolutely.
Looks like we're getting a lot of the throwers up there.
Yep, it looks like we're getting all of the throwers up.
And I'm getting requested. I'm gonna leave the announcer's desk real quick, and I'm gonna take a picture.
He's gonna leave the announcer's desk as we switch it back over. But like we had mentioned, there were so many world-class throwers here on today's stream that it's just been an incredible level of skill and talent and hard-working determination. This is not the last we're gonna see out of any of these throwers, I feel. And honestly, it can only go up from here. Again, as we just get that ending shot of all of our tournament players who were still here around tonight. Just trying to, I assume, silence Slab there, so no more naughty gesture. Oh, nope, there we go. There are all of the naughty gestures that one would ever need. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Again, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in tonight, whether it was your first time or your last time. We appreciate you being here so much. You can find us at Ace Axe Throwing down in Homestead, Pennsylvania, just a stone's throw away from the river that's by us. That's okay. All we're doing is doing the outro.
Oh, yes, I'm bad at these, so let's do them.
That's perfect. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. We can't wait to see what next season is going to bring. Come join us down here in Homestead, right outside of the waterfront. We would love to come teach a thing or two about axe throwing. And down here, you can also enjoy a full-service bar, an escape room, some virtual reality, and a bunch of other things, all in the same building.
Shout out to Ace Axe Throwing, Joey Deasy, and Slab for inviting us from Salty Entertainment Fun Time down here to do this. We never got to commentate before, and this was a lot of fun.
This was a blast.
I never even got to see a lot of these competitors throw because we usually stream on Tuesday, so we're never here. So it was really cool to get offered to come down and do this and kind of show that we have a little bit of talent outside of just playing some video games.
Yes, but that's going to be all from us at the desk. One last time, thank you for tuning in, and we will see y'all next time. Once again, my name is Colby Jane Cobb Hirschberger.
I am Jeff Dice Mosier.
Signing off. Stay